Well, we are live for New York Mets baseball. This is the fourth and final game of this four-game set. The New York Mets won game one. Remember scoring 10 runs in the 12th inning. But in the second game, they got themselves a 5-0 lead with Nolan McLean pitching at that, and Nolan McLean blew it. Mets lost that game. And yesterday, the Mets lost as well. So, look, this is the fourth and final game of this series. Can the Mets get the split? When this series started, honestly, of course, everybody wanted a sweep or 3 out of 1. But inside of me, the biggest thing that I had inside of me personally was, can the Mets at least split and then take 2 out of 3 from the Marlins? That would be considered to me successful. First pitch to Benj, foul back, strike one, no balls, and 1 strike. So look, that's it. And look, it's important for the Mets to get off to a good start in this game. How about Benj getting his average up to 264? Benj was hitting 140 at a point. How about that? 0-1 pitch to Benj. Benj grounds that one also foul. 0-2. We got Ram Jam here. What's up, Sammy? Let's go Mets. Ram Jam, you already know. Look, this is a big game for the Mets. Again, after what they did in the homestand, going 5-1, you don't want to, lose 3 out of 4 to the Nationals. You want to split. Get the split here, folks. Let's see if they could do it. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss. So Ben swings at all 3 pitches, and he is down on 3 pitches, 1 away. It's a big game for the Mets. What's going on, iDope Saucy? We are here. What's going on? I hope all is well with you. Shout out to you. Look, again, it's a big game for the Mets. Now, we got tonight some more good games. Let me see the first pitch to Bichette here. Here it is. Bichette takes outside, 1 ball, no strike. So, folks, tonight, the Yankees are playing the Blue Jays in the 4th game of that series. Blue Jays won last night. Yankees won the first 2. Blue Jays are looking for a split. Let's see the 1-0 pitch from Bichette. 1-0. Bichette grounds it to the second baseman. He has to go across the bag, and he's going to make a play easily. My goodness, Bichette is so slow, man. So slow. I mean, he just does not get down the line well. And I know he's had a history of injury problems, but without a doubt, I mean, it wasn't even close with how slow that ball was hit. 2 outs. Juan Soto's coming up. 5 home runs in his last 7 games. Let's see the first pitch to Juan Soto. Here it is. Way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. For real, I thought he would beat that one out. iDope Sauce, I'm telling you, it wasn't even close. I'm like, geez. Soto, 6 for 13 in this series. 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. Look, this is, for me, a must-win for the Mets. Got to win this game. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Soto hits it to the first baseman. So, look, it's going to be a 3 up, 3 down, 1-2-3 inning very, very quickly. We are going to the bottom of the first inning. And, look, a key to this game is, can David Peterson, who's getting a start, can he keep the Mets in the game? It's going to be a big thing. And, look, folks, after this game, hopefully this game finishing 6:45 Eastern Time, 7. The plan is we're going to do a few innings of the Yankees and Blue Jays. Maybe 30, 45 minutes of that. And then around 8 p.m., 8:05, we are going to be transitioning to Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. How about a 22-point comeback for the Knicks? I'm telling you, I couldn't be here for Game 1. I was at baseball coaching, but I'm excited to be able to see Game 2 tonight. I'm really, really excited about that. So Maya's here. What's going on, Maya? I'm doing good. How you doing, Maya? The GOAT is live once again from Dan. Dan, I really appreciate you. Maya said, put the house 1 for the Mets. Put the house 1, the Mets for today. Maya, so Maya, okay. I know that you do this, Maya. what gives you the confidence sometimes to make your bets and so forth? And the Mets, look, they need this win. EJ, I hate when our players jog on a ground ball. I get you. I definitely get you. It's frustrating. Maya, let's go Mets. You already know. Primo J-Rod is here. What's going on, J-Rod? How you doing, bro? Took Mets and Knicks tonight. Look, the key to this game is David Peterson. David Peterson is starting a game for the first time for maybe a month. Ram Jam says they may starting pitching around Soto when runners are on base. I agree. Knicks are amazing. Look, let's see what Peterson could do today, folks. First pitch to Peterson is going to be grounded. Bichette fields it, and he's going to make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start for David Peterson. The problem for David Peterson is how he's gone deeper into games. He started off okay sometimes, but then been bad. But then there's times where he starts off good and then gets bad. So can we get a good game from him? Soto in left, AJU in center, Benj in right, infield Beatty, DH is Melendez, shortstop Bichette. That's going to miss inside. Bichette. Simeon is at second base and Vientos at first base. Let's see here. I love the Mets, but this team is just very predictable. 1-0. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look, I can't bash the Mets right now, folks. I can't. I know it's tough. Don't get me wrong. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be weak contact. Simeon. That's going to be 2 away. So 3 pitches, 2 out. Look, both of these teams have started off this game very aggressive, and I'm not mad by it. Why? There's rain in the forecast in Washington, and look, it could be very likely whatever team is up in the 5th inning, 6th inning, the game could get called. So let's go Mets, man. First pitch, that's going to be popped up. Is that going to stay in fair territory? Vientos? No, that's going to get out. So 5 pitches. Peterson already got 2 outs, and he got 1 strike now. Good. Okay. I feel the same way that the Mets need this win. Okay. I like it. Look, Dan, I can't bash the Mets. Look, they've been playing better. I know the last 2 nights have frustrated. I'm blaming Nolan McLean. All right. 0-1 pitch. Misses. 1-1. Look, Nolan McLean, you got yourself a 5-run lead. 5-0 in game 2. Come on, McLean. That's unacceptable, man. 5-0 lead. I'm putting that on McLean. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Now, I get it. That play in left, Nick Morabito, that was the inside the park grand slam. Jeez. It could have been caught. Should have been caught. It wasn't. But still, McLean put himself into trouble. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled away. Good. Nick Morabito changed his number, by the way. What number is he having now? Hope he can get a no-hitter. Maya, I'm telling you, I would love to see it. I'm a Sixers fan, and Knicks are a great team. EJ, look, I want to see Knicks and the Spurs in the finals. I really want to see. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled away again. Come on, Mets, score early. I agree. Yo, how's it going? Mets winning today, Chris? Look, I don't believe the Mets will lose 3 out of 4. I believe they're going to get a split. So I'm going to say they're going to get the win. I 100% agree with you. This team is 10 times better than what they were last month. Dan, look, they are. We got to keep trusting. 1-2 pitch. That's going to miss a little high. 2-2. Sinatra's here. What's going on, Sinatra? J-Lo's here as well. J-Lo, I appreciate you sending the heart. Look, folks, tonight I'll be back. Knicks and Cavaliers. For those of you that are NBA fans. 2-2 pitch. That's hit pretty well. Is it going to stay fair? No, it's going to hook foul. Soto's in left field today. J-Rod 55. They had him wearing 8. Okay. Jenny from the block. Maya with the insider. I'm telling you, is waiting. It's like me waiting for tonight. Oh, it's a classic. And it's crazy that J-Lo is from the Bronx, if I'm not mistaken, Intervale, close to Intervale. So she's definitely close by. 2-2 pitch. Misses 3-2. Bro, I don't even know who I want to face Spurs with MVP Wemby or good team with the ref. I'm telling you, Knicks and Spurs is what I want to see. New York Knicks need that. 3-2. That's going to be ball 4. So Peterson, what is this batter doing? This batter didn't even realize he drew the walk. Look, this has been a problem with Peterson. He got up in the count. He's up 1-2. and he just loses him. And it's like when a batter puts a good at bat, it's like Peterson just loses it. He can't battle. First pitch. How about CJ Abrams batting 300, 10 home runs, 42 RBI? That's amazing. I thought she was from Castle Hill. Is she? I know that in Intervale, or I don't know, honestly. You may be right, but it could be Intervale. I'm not too sure. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Strike one. 1-1. Let me see where let me see there. It may be big pun. I may be confusing. Where? Let me see here. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Come on, good pitch there. Yeah, you're right. She's from Castle Hill. Intervale. You're right about that, J-Rod. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Misses low, 2-2. Okay, so I think I'm confusing with Big Pun. Big Pun was up. He was from the South Bronx. So that's my bad right there. Yeah, I was confusing him. I saw a graffiti like artwork in Intervale. Jay Nunez is here. What's up, Sammy? What's going on, Jay Nunez? Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's gonna just miss outside. Come on, Peterson. I mean, look, you get 2 outs with 4 pitches. And now we're at 18 pitches. I mean, I don't get that, man. 2 outs, with 4 pitches. 3-2. Ball 4. Unbelievable, man. This is the stuff you don't get. Where, look, the Mets have a problem with Peterson and Manaya. They do, man. These guys, you know, they are a problem, man. J-Lo is the bomb from Jay Nunez. Think this game goes to 8 runs aspect? Look, I don't think the Mets are winning a close game in the sense of a 1, 2 point, 3 point game. I think there's going to be scoring in this game. The only thing that could stop it is the rain delay. That's going to be a check swing foul. I know she used to ride the 6th. Okay. Remember that team that I told you my friend was going to for baseball next year? They're in the finals. Damn, that's fire. I'm watching the game, but I'm behind. Damn, J-Rod. I hate when that happens. Jarrett, what's going on? 0-1. Misses. 1-1. I mean, look. You get 2 outs with 4 pitches. And now he's up to 21 pitches. I mean, it don't make sense. Oh, my gosh. Soundview. Yeah, I mean, 1-1 pitch, man. Jeez. Here it is. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's unbelievable, man. You can't put yourself in these situations early in the game. You got to pitch even if they hit it. Chris, 100%. Maya. I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous. J-Rod. Yeah, look, I know that it's saying big punch from the South Bronx. I know that 2-1 pitch. 3-1. This is unbelievable. This guy's about to walk 3 hitters back to back. This is unbelievable, man. Mets need to get themselves together with the pitching. Too much walking with 2 outs. This is ridiculous, man. 3-1 pitch. Oh, my gosh. Ball 4. How do you walk 3 straight hitters, man? I can do that. Yo, New York Mets, I can give you strikes. I'm going to get hit. My velocity is nothing. But how do you get 2 outs with 4 pitches? But then with the next 20 pitches, you walk 3 batters. Like, I don't get that, man. Oh, my gosh, man. It's ridiculous, man. It's horrible. I dope saucy. This guy can't find the zone. I'm telling you, Chris. Albo. All I need right now is a Knicks and Mets champ. Look, the Knicks have a chance. The Mets, oh, my gosh. Maya, they ain't going to take him out because they don't have a lot of pitching options. They don't. Look, the Mets got to DFA Peterson, honestly, or put Peterson just in that backup role. That's it. Stephanie, look, I want to believe the Mets are going to win, but they're looking horrible right now. And shout out to Faith and family. Worst part is he's working their batters other than Abrams. I'm telling you, I dope sauce. I don't get it. Bases loaded now. First pitch. Strike 1. Look, if he gets out of it, for me, it still makes me angry because this affects the rest of the game. This kind of guarantees he's only going to pitch 3-4 innings now. Kind of guarantees that 26 pitch, one ball, 1-1. Even if he gets through it, it frustrates me because, man, I don't get that, man. Mets and Yankees both stink. Every New York fan is on the Knicks right now. Kevin Kelly, look, I'm with the Knicks, but this Mets team, man, I'm loyal. 1-1. That's a grand slam, maybe. Benj, is it going to go foul? Look, it was a foul ball, but Benj has moments where he looks good in the outfield. He tried to basket catch that, and he did not look good. He got scared of the wall. Yeah, look, Benj, that's a ball you got to catch, man. That's a ball you got to catch, Benj. I'm sorry, man. That's a strike, but that's a ball you got to catch. Benj got to it. He got afraid of the wall, man. Oh, my goodness. Worst part is that their relief is so overtaxed. I'm telling you. 1-2 pitch. 28th pitch. Here it is. Inning over. Jeez, man. I'm happy he got out of it. But look, the Mets, if you want to win this game, you got to score some runs. Mets are going to have to make some decisions. Look, Kodai Senga, we can't even trust Kodai Senga. And look, losing Clay Holmes, that's a big problem, folks. Really, really big problem. You know what else is a big problem? That I don't want to, all right, let me not say this is a big problem, but the Mets scratched. They scratched, what's his name, Jonah Tong from his start because maybe he's going to pitch in the Miami series. Maybe Jonah Tong is going to pitch in the Miami series. And look, is Jonah Tong ready? No, he's been really bad in AAA, but, well, he got out of it. Yeah, I'm happy he got out of it, but it kind of sets the tone. I mean, you get 2 outs with 4 pitches and you almost throw 30 pitches? Like, come on, man. Peterson is consistent one way or another. You're right, consistently bad at times. I just don't understand what's going on with him. The ones you don't score will be scored on you. Go Mets. Let's go Mets. Maya, we dodged it. Hopefully DP settles down and can give you 5. I hope, but look, that standard of 5 is unacceptable, man. I'm gonna have to set up a tent at your place. My God. Nah, you're gonna be good, Maya, for sure. Mets are gonna take this game. I know that they got me angry, and Peterson, but they're gonna take this. Zach Thornton didn't look very good the other night either. Look, he started off bad, but he was well. But look, Sal Licata made a really nice post regarding Zach Thornton. And look, Zach Thornton's father, he's very, very sick. He's going through a lot. And I know that you want the Mets to win the game yesterday, but just seeing that, that's amazing right there. All jokes aside, that's amazing. First pitch to Vientos. He's going to swing and miss outside. No balls and 1 strike. Hitting should get it done. I'm worried about the pitching since if the team can't get it together. Albo, I agree. This team will be swept by Miami if they can't fix themselves. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Vientos takes a strike. 0-2. I was going to see the Mets game, but hearing this, forget about it. From Victor, my goodness. That's because he's not mad to start, and he needs to be back in the bullpen. He's not made to start. 0-2. Vientos. 1 away. Swing this. Like, you know how in life, some people make the same mistake over and over and over again. I don't like to judge people. I don't like to do that or criticize. But unfortunately, Vientos, he keeps making the same mistake over and over. And what's that mistake? He keeps flailing at that breaking pitch. First pitch to Beatty, strike 1. He keeps flailing at it. Flail. Yeah, Peterson's not made to start, not no more at least. He's the relief, middle relief, but Brazaban 0-1 misses. You can't put Brazaban in this situation because, and folks, who's the biggest culprit for all of these pitching issues to start off the year? Everybody's favorite GM, David Stearns. Unbelievable the situation the Mets are in pitching wise. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Peralta walking 6 batters in a game against the Yankees. 6 batters. Peralta. We got the New York Mets fan here. Let's go Mets. You already know. We got Lily here. J-Lo's here. Chris. iDope Saucy. Maya. Benji. J-Rod. Jarrett. Shout out to all of you. 1-2 pitch. Beatty hits it to left. It's going to be the second out of the inning. Yeah, Wood is playing left field today. 2 quick outs. Look, David Peterson took 27, 28 pitches to get through the first inning. This pitcher for the Nationals, 14 pitches. He's about to be finished with the second inning. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Why is Vientos still on the team? Because of David Stearns and because he did a horrible job for the Mets with Polanco. He told Met fans, 0-0 pitch. Simeon hits it pretty well to center field. That ball's pretty well, but the center field is there. And the wind brought that ball back. That was a home run, folks. And the wind brought it back. End of the inning, man. That was a home run right there. The wind, you could see the outfielder give up almost on the ball. And the wind brought it right back. Oh, my gosh. Inning over. Look, Vientos is on this team. You know why? Because David Stearns told Met fans, we're going to be a team of run prevention this year. And look, I'm a Mets fan in the good and the bad. But it doesn't change the fact that that run prevention talk by Stearns, I mean, we are talking about somebody that doesn't know what they're doing right now. It's as simple as that. And look, if the Mets don't, all right, how can I put this? If the Mets don't by June-ish have some things going, by June they need to be at 500. It's just the reality. It cannot be going into July still 7, 8, 10 games under 500. They're 7 under 500. They got to 4 games. Wait, hold on. Let me see. They were 5 games under 500 when they won. They were 21 and 26. They lost these last 2 games, so now they're 7 under. You got to win this game, all jokes aside. But, I mean, Vientos is easily the worst player on the Mets. Scott, I don't agree with that, but look, the thing with Vientos is that he's a streaky hitter. When he looks good, he looks good. But when he looks bad, he's bad. Junior says, let's go Nationals. Gabriel says, the biggest accomplishment the Mets have in 2026 is beating the Yankees. I agree. Nothing else to show for it. User, I appreciate the follow. User with the LA logo. Dandala. Surprisingly, the Mets haven't played the Braves and the Phillies, and they don't play them until June, middle of June. So first pitch from David Peterson. You guessed it, ball 1. How do you feel about Senga? Look, I'm revolted with Senga. 1-0 pitch. 2-0. And that's a ball, but the umpire calls it a strike. I'm revolted with Senga because Senga, minus his first year, this man he's been a no-show for this team. 1-1 pitch. Popped it's going to be foul. 1-2. I mean, it's frustrating some players because then what happens is they leave the Mets or they leave New York and then they become great. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. In the dirt. 2-2. If they're not at 500 by June, they sell off, will probably start. Jared, look, I agree. I give them to the June 15th-ish. But look, folks, we still got to take into consideration Lindor's not playing. Grounded, Bichette, and it's an error by Bichette. Runner at first base. Leadoff error by Bichette. I think the Mets should be sellers, honestly. Look, with how many young guys they're bringing up, they may be. They may be, I'm telling you. They may be. They may be. Because they already brought up 3 young guys. Well, 4 now with Zach Thornton. Lindor's not playing, but they still supposed to have enough to win. Don Dalla, I agree. Let's see the first pitch from Peterson. Here it is. Popped him up. Can they catch it? No, that's going to get out of play. Strike 1. He popped up the bunt, but it went out of play, foul. You don't see that often. This series reminds me of the Mets Diamondback series in the April. Came off good homestand. Look, we got to see, man. Look, the problem with the Mets now is the pitching. You missing Clay Holmes, that's a big problem. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Nunez. Misses in the dirt, 1-1. Peralta is going to go first. I wonder what you can get for him. He hasn't been great. Look, folks, I'm not conceding that the Mets are selling yet. Like Jared, I know you. Look, I'm saying I'm not guaranteeing that they are. 1-1. Can they get a double play? Bichette gets 1 at 2, and that's it. So they're going to get the force at second base. That ball was hit really, really softly. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. Look, I am in no way thinking that the Mets should sell right now. No way. But if July comes, middle of June, July, and they're 10, 15 under 500, I mean, it could be David Stearns punting, which, look, David Stearns is going to have to go. Hola, I'm here from República Dominicana, apoyando los Mets, ball 1. Palante Mets from Sol Ramirez. Ya tu sabe, Jay Nunez said Toronto won last night. Nats have offense, Ram. Vientos and Alvi may be out of time with the Mets. Look, I agree with that. Do you want to? No, John, I do not want the Mets to sell. Do not want them. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here it is. 2-0. Thornton, Morabito, and Senga are not MLB ready. Sanger, maybe I don't want him up, but Morabito and Thornton, I don't think we can say that. I don't think so. 2-0. Snap throw is going to be safe. Sammy, I got a question. Who they selling? Please tell me. Right now, the Mets are not selling, Joseph. I don't think the Mets are selling. But if they're not competitive in June, July, you got to get rid of Peralta for sure. Now, are you going to get back what you gave up? Probably not. But you got to get something for him. A team is going to want Peralta. 2-0 pitch. That's going to be hit pretty well. It's going to be a base hit. So now the Nationals have runners at first and second. Nationals have first and second. Do you think the Royals are good? I haven't been following the Royals, honestly. Honestly, look, that's all I could say. What? All right, if the Mets try to sell Peterson, if I'm a team, I'm telling the Mets, I'm not giving you nothing for Peterson. If the Mets tell me we want, like, for example, Manaya, I'm telling the Mets, look, I don't want Manaya. I mean, you're going to have to eat the whole contract for us to take him. So the Mets, only one is Peralta. James Wood takes a strike. And look, the Mets in trouble. What happened with Sean Manaya? Don Dalla, he's horrible. Don Dalla. Simeon got to go. Look, but what team is going to take that contract and what are we going to get back for him, you know? 0-1. James Wood swings and misses. 0-2. They box a Cracker Jacks for 5-inning Freddie. I mean, look, I know you don't like Joseph Freddie Peralta, but for you to say he's not valuable, I mean, you know, it's an understatement. He's valuable. I know you don't like him, and it's true. He is a 5-inning pitcher. I cannot agree. I cannot disagree. He is, but if you say he's not valuable, I'm sorry. That's just hater talking. Teams will want Freddie Peralta, especially for not giving up much. 0-2, fouled away. I mean, he's still a valuable pitcher. Now, a team like the Dodgers would want Freddie Peralta. Yeah, Freddie Peralta's not. Look, Freddie Peralta's not great, but he's not. Freddie Peralta's been average for me. He's been okay. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So James Wood chases a big strikeout, 2 away. Keep Soto, Peralta, Benj, Ewing, Torrens, McClain, and gut the team. Dr. Fuez, look, I agree with everybody minus Peralta. I'm not giving Peralta a long-term contract. Not me. With what I'm seeing from Freddie Peralta, I'm not giving him. This talk, I heard reports he wanted an 8-year deal. Hell no, I ain't giving him no 8-year deal. A 4-year deal. Do I even want to give him a 4-year deal? Not even that. Ball one. As a ball, but the umpire calls it a strike. If I'm the Mets right now, do I want to give Peralta 4 years? Hell no. I don't want to give him a 4-year deal because I don't like what I don't like what I see. Now it could change, but right now, 0-1, they're stealing. Throwing a second, he got him. He's out. Let's go, man. Mets get the. Do not run on Luis Torrens. They throw to second base. They tried to steal second and third. Luis Torrens did not throw to third. He threw to second. He gets David Peterson out of the inning. We are going now to the third inning. Freddie isn't bad though. Sinatra, look, I agree. I agree, but look, Joseph, what do you mean not as a free agent? Worst feeling is when your team is down a lot. You think there's still hope? Dan, 100%. 100%. Look, folks, I just react to what I see. I don't want my reactions to be speaking about my future. I'm reacting about what you see now. But look, us Met fans shouldn't be like, while we can be annoyed, but the Mets have been playing a little bit better baseball. That's just the reality. Losing these last 2 games, yesterday, I can't be mad at it. But the second game of this series, I'm very disappointed with McClain. I mean, the Mets gave you a 5-0 lead and you blew it. It's unacceptable. These division games are important. Jay Nunez, I agree. Torrens, Cannon. And look, folks, can we be honest? The Nationals are a 500 team. Anybody that talks bad about the Nationals, I'm sorry, they don't watch baseball. It's as simple as that. Anybody that says the Nationals are trash, the Nationals are this, the Nationals are that, the Nationals are 25-25. Now, their pitching has been trash, but their hitting has been elite. Let's see here. Would any team want this pitcher now? Maya, Peralta, 100%. Peterson, the Mets are going to have to be paying his contract for other teams to want him. Mets aren't going to get back similar value for what they gave up for the value. 100%, Jared. Unless a team is desperate. And that's possible. The thing is, picture like Freddie. They look bad when teams don't give them run support. Look, I'm sorry. Freddie Peralta walking 6 people, I'm sorry. That is not on run support. It's unacceptable. Jacob deGrom got no run support by the Mets. That did not stop him from being a great pitcher. So I can't give Freddie Peralta that. I say we get in Tarek in the offseason. Look, hopefully Tarek could be healthy. First pitch to AJ Ewing. He takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Good afternoon, James. What's going on? I'll give him a 2-year deal, see what happens, and go from there. From Don Dollar, I will give Peralta a 2-year deal, but I'm not trying to give him a 4-year, 5-year, 6-year deal. But is he going to come back to the Mets on a 2-year deal? I don't think so. Mrs. Lowe, 1-1. What happened to him? Who? OMG, yeah, Maya, I'm telling you, got out of it again. Now you're talking common sense. He will go to the club for a minor leaguer. 100%. Look, now, the Mets have to have some type of 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. The Mets have to have some type of like to the minor leaguer. It can't just be, okay, whatever, we'll give you whatever minor leaguer. No. You're going to get a solid minor leaguer. I'm not saying you're getting a top 1 prospect. Ball 2, you're not going to get like a top 50, a top 25 prospect. I don't think that. But maybe not a top 10 prospect. Maybe 15, top 15. But it's not going to be like an A prospect, you know? I say in the upcoming season, if Freddie doesn't get better, we go for Scooble. I agree with that. 2-2 pitch to Ewing here. Here it is. Ewing stays alive. Losing is not an option today. Maya, 100% agree with you. They're not trash. They're just not a playoff team yet. They're playing good now. Down dollar, 100%. Look, when you put yourself 13 games under 500, unless you go on a massive winning streak and you lose 12 in a row, the Mets are going to have to keep chipping away. And we got to stay confident in that. 2-2 pitch. Misses high, 3-2. He's a rental, no contract. He's a rental, no contract, equal no value. I disagree with that, Joseph, because the Mets a few years ago got a rental in Javier Baez. He was a rental, and we gave up Pete Crow Armstrong. Now, 3-2 pitch. AJ Ewing, strike 3. That was a strike. What was I gonna say? Look, Pete Crow Armstrong is not a superstar, the best of the best. But to say Pete Crow Armstrong is not a good player, that I don't agree with that. So the Mets can't get value because they gave away Pete Crow Armstrong and got this guy, Javier Baez. I'm talking about Peterson. Maya, first pitch to Melendez, he shows bunt. And did it hit him or did it hit the bunt? Did it hit the bat? He did not offer at it, so he's going to go to first base. So it's a hit by a pitch. He showed bunt, and that ball just came completely in on him. Did it hit the bat or his finger? Ooh, it hit his hand. Ooh, it hit this area. Yeah, that hurts. Maya, nobody wants Peterson. Look, I'm telling you, the Mets to get Peterson, the Mets to give up Peterson and get somebody, a team has to be absolutely get hoodwinked. Like the Knicks trading Mikal Bridges for 5 first-round picks. And look, shout out to Mikal Bridges. He's showing up now. But look, first pitch to Terrence, strike 1. But still, Mikal Bridges, they could have gotten him for 3 first-round picks. But, I mean, it's all good. Shout out to Bowtie_Black for the follow. I appreciate you. Yes, they did. And PCA showed up 5 years later. Yeah, but not 5 years later. Come on now. 0-1. That's going to be grounded. It could be a swinging bunt. It's going to stay fair. And the Mets have themselves an infield single. And now they have first and second with the top of the order coming up. David Peterson, why silent? I'm telling you. Peterson is an all-star. He can do better on another team. Look, for me, Vientos, I don't think he'll be a Met after the trade deadline. I think the Mets, if you're the Mets, you got to trade Vientos. Give a team that needs just a bat, or a pinch hit bat, bench, base hit. Melendez, he's going to be held up at third base. So the Mets are now going to have the bases loaded with Bichette. And look, Bichette, Soto, let's go, man. You think the Yankees and Diamondbacks get it done? Austin, what's the pitching matchup for the Yankees game? And look, shout out to the Yankees. How about Garrett Cole coming back tomorrow? Look, I'm shocked by this. I like the move. The Yankees are putting Garrett Cole to come back versus the first place Rays. I like it. All jokes aside, I like it. Usually you see a team bring back the pitcher from an injury and they bring them back, against a team that's a little weaker. They're bringing them back against the first place team. I'm shocked by that. And who are the Diamondbacks playing? Austin. Let's go Mets. WD4. Look, I got the Mets in this game. Here we go, Ram Jam. Here we go, Nunez. First pitch to Bo Bichette. No double play, Bichette. Here it is. Bichette. Base hit up the middle. Let's go. Torrens, Melendez, they both in. And the Mets take themselves a 2-0 lead. Let's go, man. Yo, that was almost a double play, man. It went right up the middle. Right up the middle. 2 RBI single for Bichette. Let's go, man. Peterson is not an all-star. That's too far. Last year, he was an all-star. Bases loaded. Let's go, Mets. Carlos Rodon pitching. I think Rodon will redeem himself. But I think that the Blue Jays are going to go for the split tonight. Look, after this game, folks, after this game, I'm going to be doing the Yankee game for about Soto takes a strike. After this game, I'm going to be doing the Yankees and Blue Jays game for 30 to 45 minutes. And then I'm going to transition to the New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, Game 2, Eastern Conference Finals. I can't believe I missed that 22-point comeback. I was frustrated, but today, 0-1. Soto fouls it, 0-2. Like, folks, I was at baseball practice. The fact that I couldn't be live streaming that 22-point comeback for the Knicks, you guys don't know how much that broke my heart that I wasn't here with you guys. I wanted to be here. Like, my reactions for that would have been unbelievable. I wanted to be here for that, folks. 0-2 pitch. Pickoff attempt. Granddaddy's here. What's going on? Send in the freestyle. I appreciate it. So Ramirez. Oh, gracias a Dios. Vamos, Mets. Ya tú sabes, So Ramirez. Vámonos. Ahora tiene Juan Soto. Necesita más ahora. Soto, 0-2. Strike 3. Oof, that was a good pitch right there, man. Ooh, that was a filthy pitch right there. Sat him down. Bichette finally from Lindor. Hey, Lindor, Francisco Lindor, when you coming back, man? Nah, look, I think Lindor will be back between the second week and the middle of June. That's my prediction. Sinatra, let's go. Let's go, Mets, from the New York Mets fan. That's gonna, oh my gosh, Vientos, what are you doing, Vientos? I was asleep. Why is Soto swinging at everything? Silent, I don't know. You don't have work today? No coaching for me today. I'm gonna be with you to all today. I'll be with you from now. Let's see the 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Misses low. Look, I'm with you now. After this game, I may take a 30-minute, something like that break. And then pretty much, let's just say this, pretty much from now, relatively till 10:30 when the Knicks game finishes, I'm going to be here for like 5 to 6 hours. So I'm with you all. I'll take a short break in between. But for the most part, I'm going to be live a lot of the day. Come on, Vientos. Get this next running. 1-1. Oh, that was a good pitch, a hanger. He wasn't ready for it, though. Shout out to Bruce for the follow. So Soto doesn't want to hit today. I'm telling you. Maya with the lucky us. Let's go. Swinging at everything, too. Silent Green. Bruce is here. Let's go, Mets. Sinatra. We had 2 home runs last game. Another home run in the game before. Yeah, Soto, look, it's a bad start to the game. But 1-2 pitch. Vientos fouls it up. Look, folks, the big thing is now, can Peterson keep us in this game, you know? Can he keep us with the lead? Yeah, Bichette is picking up. He is. He definitely is. Another 12-inning game. Granddaddy, please. Who's your pick on the Nats game? Nelsito. I got the Mets in this game. Mets need this. They can't afford to lose 3 out of 1. They need to split in this series. 1-2 pitch. Vientos grounds to the shortstop. They're going to go the easy way. That's going to do it, folks. So, look, the Mets get 2 runs, and that's going to be all. We are going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Look, folks, at this point, especially with this Nationals offense, the rain is supposed to be coming very, very soon. I would without a doubt take this game, Mets up in the 6th inning, and a rain delay, they win it. But look, nonetheless, whatever it takes for the Mets to win. Granddaddy, I don't trust Peterson. Look, I don't blame you. Me neither. How can we trust Peterson right now? He hasn't earned it. Yikes. I hope baseball fans are ready on the original orange and blue. Let's go Knicks. Hey, elite vibes, New York City. Look, I'm excited for it. Let's go, man. Let's get to the... Look, I want to be at the Knicks game right now. Look, and all right. What's the plan here? Look, Saturday, I have 3 baseball games. Coaching 2 of them, and I'm playing in 1 of them. Now, the game that I'm playing in is going to be Saturday night at 7 p.m. Look, 7 p.m. But rain is in the forecast where, again, my game may get postponed. If my game gets postponed, I will be live streaming Game 3 of the Knicks and Cavaliers. If my game doesn't get postponed, I won't be live streaming Game 3 of the Knicks and Cavaliers. Or at least, I would probably be live streaming the ending of it only. So, yes, please, rain delay with us up. I'm telling you. Nelson says I got 300 on under 6.5. So, both teams combined under 6.5 runs? It's interesting. Will Warren, Ryan, Weathers, Luis Hill to the Mets for Lindor and Vientos. Would you make the deal? Hell no. Hell no, Joseph. Why would I do that? Hell no. If you want just Vientos, maybe yeah, just Vientos, but not Lindor for that. Hell no. I know you do that because you don't want Volpe at shortstop, or do you know that's gonna be a leadoff line out right to Bichette, 1 pitch, 1 out. Look, Joseph, I never asked you about this. At least I don't remember. Joseph, do you like Volpe? Do you want Volpe being the starting shortstop for the Yankees? We got Silent Green. Is that LRL stream? What does that mean, LR? Atlanta versus Miami. Thoughts? What's the pitching matchup, Frank the Tank? And I appreciate you for the follow. That's going to be a strike. No balls and 1 strike from Peterson. Shows... Joseph, you are unbelievable. You think we get in Scooble or possibility of that happens? 0-1. That's going to be a little nub shot foul. 0-2. Look, Sinatra, I think it's a possibility. But look, the Tigers are going to have to trade Scooble personally, in my opinion, because they cannot afford to lose him for nothing. So, I think the trade deadline may be a time to try to get him. 0-2 pitch. Misses high, 1-2. Asking for Lindor is basically asking for SGA. In real stream. Okay, in real life. Okay. I appreciate you, Silent Green. I would pay whatever to get that man, bro. I'm telling you. Tarek Scuba will be huge. 1-2. That's going to be popped up. Shallow right. Simeon's there. Simeon makes the second out of the inning. So that's 2 outs in this inning, folks. Look, if the Mets got Scooble, we're talking about, they're not going to have to give up a ton, because unless it becomes a bidding war and teams are willing to give a lot. But other than that, they shouldn't have to give a lot. First pitch, strike 1 to CJ Abrams. Strider for ATL, Atlanta, Alcantara for Miami. Wow. That's a tough one right there. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be hit towards left field. Soto's there. Soto makes the play. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning, folks. So we're going to the 4th inning. That was a quick inning. Mets lead it 2-0. Who are you going to give up for Scooble? Look, Zach Thornton. I may try to put him into that in that. Zach Thornton. Vientos. Who else? I'm not putting McLean. I'm not putting Jonah Tong. Even though Jonah Tong is... Look, I wouldn't put Jonah Tong because the Mets have Tong for control. Whereas Scooble, you would be getting him for a half. And then you're going to have to pay him. And look, it's a little bit of a gamble with Scooble. He has to be healthy. But, I wouldn't necessarily do that. Who else would I give? So Vientos, Zach Thornton. I'm not giving AJ Ewan or Carson Benz. I'm not giving that. I'm not giving up either of those. Morabito. Maybe I would give up Morabito. Maybe those 3 should be more than enough, in my opinion. Hold on. So you asked about the Braves and Atlanta game. Look, my gut is saying I'm going to say Miami will take it tonight. I'm going to say Miami will take that. But I'm very aware that I could be wrong, folks. But look, disclaimer, I don't like to be put in the disclaimer. I don't know. I think Miami could take it, though, tonight. I think Miami could definitely take it tonight. But we're going to have to see what's going to happen in that game. Look, nonetheless, look, can the Mets get themselves this win today, folks? They're up 2-0 right now. We are hoping that they could get this win and, get it. Warren 7-1 with 2.45 ERA. Weathers 3.3. Okay, and Hill was rookie of the year 2 years ago. Lindor is why. Look, I'm not giving up Lindor for pitchers that they're doing good in the regular season. If they're so good, Joseph, why don't why would the Yankees want to give them up for? Like, if they're that good, why? Why they want to give them up for? I'm not giving that up. 1-0, 2-0 to Beatty. No way I'm giving that up for Lindor. Lindor could be, when he's on, a superstar player. If you're saying he's washed, I don't think Lindor's washed. I don't think so. 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Shh. Oh my gosh. Challenge that, Brett Beatty. This umpire's been bad. Yo, bro, what do you think about the Braves game? I'm taking the Marlins on that one. Pirates not giving him up. Okay. Yankees will never take Lindor. His political views don't match the Yankees. 2-1. Misses 3-1. Yeah, Christian. So that's how I feel about the Braves game. Strider has been nasty again, and he's dominated the Marlins. I get you. I get you. I take the Marlins in this game. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Hit hard. It's gonna be a leadoff single for Brett Beatty. Mets have a runner at first base. They don't. I asked a question. Oh, that ball's gonna get by the right fielder, so Beatty's gonna actually end up on second base. So the Mets now have a runner at second base with nobody out. They don't. I asked the question. All right, fair question. But if I'm the Mets, I ain't doing that trade. Warren, I understand he's doing good, but look, I'm sorry. This is not a shot at the Yankees, but I haven't seen Warren, Hill, even Weathers dominate in the playoffs. So, Now, don't get me wrong. Could the Mets need pitchers like that? They could. I just wouldn't do it for Lindor. We got B-Man. Let's go Mets. And Joseph, I asked you a question. Do you want Volpe as your starting shortstop? Simeon hits it, first pitch swinging, foul, 0-1. Sup, my man? Just got off work. How we doing, Ernie? I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Ernie? You don't think Mets finished the game today? It's raining that bad? Look, it's not raining right now, but I saw on the weather forecast they're expecting a lot of rain. So let's see, Look, I just want the Mets to win this game. Split the 4-game set. 2-2, 0-1. Simeon shows bunt and takes a strike though. I didn't see the answer, honestly. My bad, Joseph. Let me see. Yeah, Mets made a challenge. What the hell kind of challenge is that, man? Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, I didn't see the answer to that question there, honestly. I need over 7.5. It's a tough one. Let's see. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Simeon strikes out. Not a good at bat for him. We got Laika. Warren's, Hill, and Weathers are monsters' arms. Yeah, but for me, they're not worth Lindor, in my opinion. That's why they call him Slim Beatty. His bat is back. From Elvin Solano. What's going on, Elvin Solano? Hope all is well. If he plays as he did so far, yes. Okay, Joseph, respect. First pitch to A.J. Ewing. Here it is. Ewing takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. What is Soto doing? Soto's not hitting right now, but I think he's 0 for 2 to start off the game. Simeon fall off has been crazy. Look, he's actually doing pretty good with runners in scoring position. Not in this at-bat, but 0-1 pitch. Here it is. That's going to be fouled. 0-2. What's up, brother? What's going on, Yadi? Simi, okay. Yadi's here. ¿Crees que gane Nacional? Está bien, mas yo creo que los Mets van a ganar este juego. Lindor's a cancer to the team. He got to go. Look, I disagree with that, man. Look, every team doesn't have to have the people loving each other. They don't have to. It's not, you're not going to always have the best vibes always on a team. 0-2 pitch. Misses high. But this team needs Lindor's bat. This team needs Lindor's bat. He said he fell off. Don't you understand? People get older and don't play at an elite level. He said okay. Yeah, I mean, he's getting up there in age. He is, Here's the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Misses high, 2-2 pitch. Lindor's actually 32 years old. Lindor's 32. He turns 33 in November. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside, full count. Now Lindor. Look, people, I know Lindor hasn't looked good. Look, when Lindor comes back, I believe Lindor will be huge for this team. I'm going to go out about that. We got Gio here saying that the Mets are my favorite team of all time. Gio, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support, man. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ewing swings and misses 2 away. I'm talking about the other guy, Simeon. Somebody say he fell off. Look, Simeon hasn't been great. You know, I can't say he's been great. He hasn't been great. He's been okay. With runners in scoring position, he's been best. Shout out to Tim for the follow. I really, really appreciate you. Here is the first pitch to Melendez. Melendez hits it to center or to right, actually. But look, the Mets get a leadoff runner at second base, but they do not score. We are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. He never even won an MVP award, Lindor. That's okay. I mean, it's tough to do that. It's tough. It's not easy winning an MVP, but I want Lindor on the team. No, he hasn't been great. That's what made me say people getting older and they'll play at an elite level. Yeah, look, Simeon's glove has been helpful, though. It's been helpful. That was a bad inning. Has to get a run there. I agree, I Dope Saucy. Really, really agree. I mean, they just let pitchers off of the hook. But what can we say? We got the Don here. Uno, Un Rosso. Jack Ace Jr., Benji. Vincent, Joey. Love the Frankster. Jay, Arbin. Nate is here. Ovo is here. Jay, Nate, Julio, Hype Beast, Frank TX, Al Rodriguez, Aria. Let's see who else. We got Gary, Tim, Bruce, the Don, J-Rod, Granddaddy, Jarrett, I Dope Saucy, Joseph, New York Mets fan, and also J-Lo. Shout out to all of you for being a part of this live. Let's see here. Lindor is good, but he can be a head case. Look, I can't disagree with that. Strawberry and Hernandez nearly had a fist fight in the 80s and they won. That's what I'm saying, Ram Jam. You know, you're not going to always have a great clubhouse. But as long as they understand that we got to fight and win, I'm good with that. Mets need one good bench clearing brawl. Jay Nunez, you think so? Do you really want the young kids fighting or what you want the young kids to do? Don Dalla, I appreciate the follow. What's up, Peen? Okay, that's your personal reason. I think if you ask any man in the front office, they ship Lindor out. Maybe. You know, it's definitely my opinion. Mrs. Met, I know Barney don't work out. Call me, bruh. The Nationals mascot had that. First pitch in the 4th inning. That's going to be hit to center field. AJ Ewing. So 1 pitch, 1 away. The wind is a really big factor in this game. 1 pitch, 1 out. Look, what was I about to say? That's 3 first pitch swinging outs for David Peterson. So that has kind of helped him out in this game. It's kind of helped him out. So let's hope that the Mets can, you know, keep it going. First pitch here is going to be in there, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. For me, the Mets are not going to win this game 2-0. They got to score some more runs. Got to score some more runs in the game. I'm going to check in a few who pitched 0-1. That's going to also miss, or that's going to miss outside 0-1. Let me check here. They got to fight for each other. Hey, look, I agree for that. The Mets got to fight. Look, I know that the Mets' last few wins have been pretty good. 1-1. That's going to be grounded. To Simeon, come on, you got time. Nope, he doesn't have time. It's going to be a lead. It's going to be a 1-out single there. Took him, it was in a tough spot, and that guy is really, really fast. So that's going to be an infield single, an infield 1-out single for the Nationals. The only way he had to get that, Simeon, he needed to get that literally on, he needed to get that like absolutely on, field it cleanly, and that's it. Mets aim to begin rehab assignment for Senga tomorrow. Kodai Senga, man. This guy, Kodai Senga. Unbelievable. All right, I want to see who's available in this game for the Mets. Who is available in the Mets in this game for the Mets? We're going to check it out. All right, first pitch to Young is going to be strike one. No balls and one strike. Let's see here. Why can't we find All right, folks, I'm going to tell you this pitching afterward. 0-1. That's going to miss, one ball and one strike. Let's see. Yesterday for the Mets, who pitched in the game? Yesterday, the Mets had Thornton, Warren, and Kimbrel. Not bad. So they have pitchers available today. They definitely have pitchers available. Let's see the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be hit pretty well. Soto, just going to get foul. Wow. That looked like that had home run distance, but it just got foul. Soto was not able to make that play. Okay. That was... So Weaver should be available. Now, on Tuesday, who pitched for the Mets? I know McClain was an absolute no-show. Horrible McClain. Richard Lovelady gets the save. Oh, my goodness. So, McClain and just Duarte. Look, the Mets bullpen is available today. They should have Brazaban, 1-2. That's going to be grounded to third. They're going to get one. Can they get the two? They're going to get the double play. Inning-ending double play for the Mets. Huge double play right there. We are going to the fifth inning, folks. Let's go. Big double play right there. Really big double play right there. Look, Mets are going to have to score some more runs in this game. Without a doubt, they need to score. Look, the Mets, Brazaban should be available. Weaver, Devin Williams, at least those three guys, Brooks Raley, these guys should be available in this game because they have not been, they didn't pitch the last two games. So the Mets should definitely have them available in this regard. Let's see here. Soto, home run, please. Let's hope he could get one. What's your magic number of runs for a Mets win? I think the Mets need to get 5. I think if they get 5, they could win this game. With how bad the pitching's been the last few games, I think that the Mets staff wants to pitch a good game and limit the runs. So I think 5. I will be surprised if 2 runs is enough. Maya, let's go. Wow, not a do, huh? Wow, what a not a, yeah, it was a double play. Clutch double play. So you think Peterson can finish pitching the 6? Look, with the way he's been going these last innings, he can. He's gotten through the first 4 innings. He started off horrible. They overturn it. What do you... Whoa. They went to a commercial break so fast that... Let us see there. I'm all right. Thank you. Shout out to Jonathan for the follow, but you're saying no double play. Wow, you're right. Nats challenged. Wow. All right, 0-1. Here it is. Misses high, 1-1. How about that? So something like that changes. So it wasn't a double play. The Nationals challenged it. It wasn't a double play. And they called them safe. Just that SNY went to a commercial break so fast. They didn't even give a chance to stay around. They just went away. 1-1. That's going to be foul back. 1-2. SNY literally, they said double play. They just left. I thought it was pretty close, but they just left. So this inning's still going on, folks. Let me correct there. We're in the bottom of the 4th. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, folks. Peterson, yep, throwing a few more pitches. Look, 6 for Peterson. That's like a miracle. 1-2 pitch. Nope, 2-2. If Peterson went 6 innings in this game, that's like a miracle. All jokes aside. They're going to hit a home run now. Joey, chill. Chill. So Nationals still, yep, Nationals are batting right now. Two pitch, folks. See Torrens. Torrens is going like this to Peterson. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ooh. Just misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Come on. You cannot walk this guy here. You got to go at him. We got Mighty Funny. Yo, what's good? What's going on, Mighty Funny? How you doing? Hope all is well. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's going to be hit to center field. AJ Ewing is there. That will end the inning. So, finally, the inning ends. We are now going to the 5th inning. Yeah, finally the inning's over. James Wood is dangerous. Definitely need more than 2. Ali Bateman, look, him and CJ Abrams. Mets, for me, they need at least 5. They need at least 5. They need at least 5. At least 5 runs. Bruh. Mighty Funny. Bruh. What did you do about, how do you feel about that moment, Mighty Funny? I need Washington to win this game. Cody, damn. As much as I want you to win, I got to take the Mets in this game. Juan, the man is here. Are the Cavs cursed? I mean, that guy with that, like, sting painted face, he said that the Cavs are cursed, and look what happened. That was absolutely hilarious. I mean, look, the Knicks are just a good team, man. Let's hope they could pull it off. Oh, Ram Jam. Ram Jam putting them on blast. Didn't you say this somewhere else? Ram Jam, I would not know, but Ram Jam putting them on blast. Come on, Mighty Funny. If you said that somewhere else, you got to be original. Come on now. Come on now. Dan Hausen is here. Yeah, that's his name? Okay. I didn't even know the guy's name. Look, shout out to all of you on TikTok. We got 4.6K likes up to now. Really, really appreciate it. I encourage all of you, like, share, subscribe. Help this channel grow. As this channel grows, we are going to continue to do amazing things. We are 4 followers away from 1,200. Who's going to be our 1,200th follower on TikTok? On YouTube, we just got to 600 subs. And now the goal is to get to 700, 8, 9, 1,000 and keep going. Look into what I'm not sure what Ali's meaning right there. Not sure what Ali's saying there. Neither did I until yesterday. YMI_. Coach, what's good, man? How you doing today? Tommy, I'm doing good, man. How you doing? I hope all is well with you. Let's go Mets. Let's go Knicks. Terrence swinging at the first pitch. Hits it on the first base side. It's going to stay in fair territory. 1 pitch, 1 out. Shout out to JMMS for the follow. We are now, what? We are getting closer to 1,200. Mets blow a 5-run lead, SMH. Yeah, Juan, that was in the second game of this series. They got me very, very frustrated. And at that, Nolan McLean blew it. Unbelievable how Nolan McLean gets a 5-run lead and just blows it almost immediately in 2 innings. Or even 1 inning, actually. Here's the first pitch to Benj. Shows bunt, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Okay, got you to 5K. YMI, I really appreciate that. Mets can win. I just need 4 runs from the Nats. Okay, Nero, look, I think the Mets need 5 runs to win this game. At least 5. 0-1 pitch. Bench, swings, foul. 0-2. Tati Macha with the follow. I appreciate you. So now we're at 1196. 4 more followers, and we're at 1,200. People always be trolling your AB, your hair. Don't listen to what they say, man. Oh, Tommy, look, when people troll, some people like to joke. I'm okay with jokes. But some people are just haters that, look, I don't like being negative. Some people, when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. And they spread that insecurity. 0-2, misses high. They spread the insecurity, and it's unfortunate. You know, I don't like violating people, but trust me, when people say stuff joking or serious, for me, it's all good. Like, I definitely, Tommy, I don't let that stuff get to me. Got to keep moving forward. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be inside. Did he go? He did not go. 2-2. Look, one thing you got to understand, too, especially for you that want to live stream. If you want to live stream, you got to have a strong mentality in the sense of be ready for people to try to roast you. You got to be ready for that. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball right there. We got Rodrigo Santa Cruz. Got my money on the Nationals. Okay, look, I got my. I'm not betting, but if I were, I'm going for the Mets. Let's see. I'm going for the Mets in this one. Believe it or not, Washington has scored the most runs so far in the season. Mark, look, if anybody tells me the Nationals suck, they don't watch baseball. Nationals are 500 team. They're playing offensively good baseball. First pitch to Bichette, strike one. Let's see here. Maya says, hold on. Praying for the rain gods now. I dope saucy laugh. Look, let's see, folks. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Misses, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mets blow, man. Mine, I faded them today and now they want to play good. Damn, Matt. Damn, Matt. You gotta stay with the Mets in the good and the bad. It's just there's some times where you're not supposed to be betting on the Mets. All jokes aside. Mark, I agree. 1-1. That's gonna be foul. 1-2. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta understand those things. It's always gonna happen like that. When you decide to live stream, you're gonna deal with a lot of things that you're gonna be like, if you're a person that you have a temper and you can't control yourself, you're gonna want to fight and argue with everybody. And realistically, I mean, it doesn't make sense to waste your time, you know. 1-2 pitch, Bichette, strike 3, and he's gonna challenge that, and he's gonna lose the challenge. End of the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Mets are not going to have no more challenges. I'm very confident. Yep, Mets lost it. Mets, no more challenge. I knew they lost the challenge. I just bet Nats to comeback win. Mets suck from Rowdy. Chill. Mets going to take it. Don't give up with the Mets. Mark, 100% I will not. Game is going fast. Jay Nunez, it is going pretty fast. This game has only been going on for about an hour and 10 minutes or so. And we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's see here. Need the Nationals to win. Chill, man. I need the Mets to win this game. But nonetheless, appreciate all of you for being here. Folks, look. I'm here right now. After this game, I'm going to be back. After this game, I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to do the Yankees and Blue Jays game for 30 to 45 minutes. Because that game starts at 7:05 Eastern time. And then I'm going to transition to the New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. So let's go Knicks, man. Knicks, without a doubt, I'm really hoping the Knicks could take it tonight. So we got the follow from EI Sid. I appreciate the follow. We are at 1198. Who is going to be our 1200th follower on TikTok? Mark, we definitely do have a lot of injuries. I dope saucy. Hopefully, Peterson can get a quick inning here. I agree. He's getting close to the top of the order. I think it's 9-1-2. Matt says I got them winning by 2. Look, let's see, man. Who you think gonna win? Aaron, look, I got the Mets in this game. I think the Mets are gonna take it. We got the New York Mets fan here. J-Lo, I Dope Saucy, Jarrett, Granddaddy, Ali Bateman, the Don, Matt, J-Rod in his prime, Bruce, Braylon, Xavier, Lily's here, Manuel, Oval, Hype Beast, Jason, Hunter, ZZ, King Zoe, Slobby, and Daniel is here. Lindor is huge. We need him healthy. Mark, 100% agree. Look, this Mets team, we're going to have to hold on with them through May. Don't expect a huge winning streak in May. May, for me, is the month where they're going to stabilize the season and give us a little bit of hope. For me, June is where the team is really going to establish. That's what I believe. First pitch swinging, first pitch leadoff single. So not a good start to this inning. First pitch inning, and now the top of the order, James Wood is going to be coming up as the tying run right now. James Wood coming up with the tying run. So that right there is definitely a big start to the inning. Look, if you're on YouTube, I encourage all of you to like, share this with Met fans, subscribe. First pitch to James Wood is going to miss outside, 1 ball and no strike. Look, this is a big inning for David Peterson right now. All jokes aside, it's a big inning. What is he going to do this inning? All jokes aside, what is he going to do? He's facing the top of the order now. Third time around the order. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a strike. 1-1. Look, the umpire has been really bad in this game. He's missing calls all over the place, but We take them. What's up with Robert Jr.? Look, Robert Jr. is not even doing baseball activity. We ain't seen Robert Jr. for a while. 1-1. That's going to be another strike. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a nice pitch right there. Polanco, maybe Lindor. June-ish, middle of June, second week of June. Here's the 1-2 pitch. No, 2-2. He did not chase on that. 2 balls and 2 strikes. James Wood. Look, it's a big part of the game, folks. Big part of the game. James Wood is a dangerous hitter. I mean, he hit a inside the park grand slam. Inside the park grand slam 2 nights ago. Unbelievable. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Peterson's up to 71 pitches. Here it is. Outside, full count. Look, you cannot walk this guy right here, right now, man. You cannot walk this guy here right now. You cannot walk him here. Even though the Mets will be a wild card team, 3-2. Hit to center field pretty well. AJ Ewing going back on it. He's not going to get it. It's going to be against the wall. He's going to get it in, and it's going to be a double. And it's going to be a double. And now the Nationals have second and third with no outs. AJ Ewing, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Look, this is the inning, folks. Let's see what happened with AJ Ewing there. He got there, but, let's see the replay there if he got to it. Yeah. Damn, man. Look, Nationals are threatening right now, man. Is anyone up in the pen? Jarrett? So far, nobody. I Dope Saucy, I'm telling you. Come on, Thunderstorms. Well, now Brazaban is in the bullpen. Brazaban last pitched 2 days ago. So, you know. Look, the Mets bullpen has been pitching a lot for me. Now, Brazaban last pitched on Monday. So you're happy he got Tuesday and Wednesday off. But this is the inning here, folks, for Peterson. And now, what does he need? He needs a strikeout so badly. Made a bad read on the ball. I get the win. Yeah, it was definitely a bad read. Nationals, 1.5 needed from Matt. 3-2 loading. Chill, Matt. Chill. Let's see here. Peterson. The infield's back. They're conceding a run. Here's the first pitch to Meade. Way outside. 1 ball, no strike. Matt, nah, you're good, man. It's all good, man. You got to do what you got to do. Look, folks. 1 ball, no strike, folks. Here's the pitch. Misses 2-0. Peterson, look. You cannot walk this guy, Peterson. You cannot lose. You cannot walk this guy, man. 2-0. 3-0. And he's about to walk this guy. It's about to be bases loaded. Unbelievable, man. Needs Soto for 1.5 home run RBI. Come on. 3-0. Here it is. Strike 1. 3-1. It's a high strike. I hope Soto gets another home run and he gets the RBI. So let's see. Yup, base hit's going to tie this game up, folks. 3-1. Here it is. Strike 2. Full count. Take him out. Mark. They're not going to take him out. They're not going to take him out. Not yet. Here it is, folks. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3. Wow. Foul tipped into the mid. Threw him a curveball. And they get the first out. With the kids up, we may not see Robert at all. Ram Jam pointed that out. Ram Jam, look. That could be a good point right there. I'm telling you. Jay Nunez, we got an out. So look. You know, runner still at second and third. Is now the third hitter. If you could get this guy out. First pitch, grounded. They're going to concede the run. Wow. So the Mets conceded the run there. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of didn't like that. The Nationals get the run. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of didn't like them conceding the run there, but the Mets conceded the run. They had the infield back. They were playing for the out. If the infield would have been in, they would have had an easy out at home or held them at third. They must be confident in their offense, the Mets. That's just what I'm thinking. CJ Abrams is up. Here's the pitch. He fouled away. Abrams swinging at the first pitch. Look, if you could get out of this with just the one run, we take it, man. We take it. That was huge, man. None of our pitchers can go more than 5 minutes. Yachty, it's a shame, man. I'm telling you, man. This is why the Mets will need somebody like a Scooble. All jokes aside. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard. What a play by Vientos! Inning over! What a play by Mark Vientos, saving a RBI double right there. Huge play by Vientos right there. So the Mets do give up the one run, but they still lead it going to the 6th inning. It's 2-1. Wow, what a play. We definitely needed that. And the Mets get out of trouble. Look, the Mets may let Peterson come out for the 6th inning. And I can't be mad at it. Now, I give him one batter. I go with Peterson batter by batter. The moment he gives up a leadoff single or a leadoff out, or a walk, I take him out. Because Peterson, that ball was hit really hard by Abrams. Really hard. Woohoo! From Granddaddy. Let's go. Let's go. Needed that 100%, Matt. I'm telling you, Matt. Will you be watching the Knicks versus Cavs game on stream? Yaddy, you already know. Folks, I couldn't live stream game 1. I was at baseball practice for coaching. And seeing the Knicks come back by 22 and not win, and me not live stream that, I gotta be here tonight. So look, after this game, we're doing the Blue Jays and Yankees for 30 to 45 minutes. And then we're gonna be going to New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Yadi, let's go. We're here all night. You already know. Look, I've prepared myself mentally. I got here for the live stream at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm pretty much minus a 15-minute, 30-minute break. I'm ready to be here for the next 5-6 hours or whatnot. Let's go. So, look. Mets are 2-7 with runners in scoring position. Nationals are 0-5. 0 for 5, sorry. 2 for 7. Nationals are 0 for 5. Look, Mets need to get some runs here. They got right now, that was a nice play by Vientos there. Really, really nice play there. Really, really nice play there. You do an awesome job, Mike. Mark, I really, really appreciate you. Carrie Downs, good evening from Nicaragua. Wow. Bienvenido de Nicaragua. MB Sports Edit is here. What's going on? Soto, here's the 0-1 pitch to Soto. Soto hits that ball pretty well, but the wind knocks it down. That was another home run for Soto, but the wind knocks it down. 1 out. You look, if you're not hitting a line drive to center field, don't hit it to center field. How about my Brewers? MB Sports, what's going on with them? Vientos getting better defensively. Ram Jam, you know what's crazy? He is. He actually is getting better. I can't believe that first base, he's looking better at first base now than third base. Third base, he was really, really bad. Here is the first pitch to Vientos. Strike 1, no ball. Finally, he takes the pitch. I wish there was a way we could do a live watch. Maybe you could start a Discord. Yadi, what do you mean by that? A live watch? What's the difference between that? 0-1 pitch. Vientos swings and misses. Foul tips it. 0-2. 17-6 against teams above 500. Just swept the Cubs and Wrigley. Wow. That, I didn't know they swept the Cubs and Wrigley's. But look, the Brewers are a team. They always find a way to win without having superstar talent. Got to give a shout out to them. I don't think that was gone on a non-windy day. Joey, you don't think so? I think so. It was pretty much by the warning track. I think so. Like, watch the game together with the community instead of the simulation. 0-2, Vientos flies it to right. And that's going to be the 2 outs in this inning. Look, Mets, they're going to have to score some runs. But this pitcher, Cavalli, he's pitching pretty good, man. Like, watch the game together with the community instead of the simulation. Like, in person, like, everybody in the same place at the same time. Or, like, kind of like I think I get what you mean, where we're actually seeing the game, but we're all virtual, like virtually connected. I think that's what you mean. First pitch to Beatty, grounded, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning, folks. Quick inning, man. Damn, son. Mets had absolutely no approach in that inning. We're talking about like 6-7 pitches, inning over. My goodness, man. That inning was horrible. Where do you think Mike Trout lands? Look, a long time ago, I predicted that the Mets were going to get Mike Trout. A long time ago. I don't think that that's likely. Look, I could feel like the Yankees have a chance to get him. And I Dope Saucy put there. Was that for me, I Dope Saucy, or was that for somebody else? Yeah, Mark, definitely. I think the Yankees could be the team. I can't believe the Knicks are on ESPN only. Yeah, see, look, folks, I'm telling you, the way it is with live streaming today, yo, you got to have a Peacock subscription, Amazon Prime subscription. You got to have ESPN subscription. You got to have all these subscriptions just to watch these games. And it's no joke. I'm telling you, man. You hit that 1K follower mark. Keep going, bro. NB Sports Edit. I really appreciate it. Look, we're 2 away from 1,200. Who's going to be our 1,200th follower? And look, on YouTube, let me see where we're at right now. YouTube, we just crossed a few days ago 600 subs. And look, I appreciate everybody. We're at 606 right now on YouTube. So we got 1 new subscriber in this. Look, little by little, folks. I know that in life, I'm guilty of this. In life, sometimes we want like to skyrocket. I mean, boom, everything just boom, you just grow like that. Everything just goes. But unfortunately, now some things it can happen like that. Some things. But unfortunately, a lot of things in life, you want it to grow little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little. And this channel has been the evidence of that. I'm growing little by little. At the beginning of the month of April, I was at 200 followers. 200 followers on TikTok. And now we're in the month, shout out to Joshua Cortez, the 1,199th follower. Who's going to be 1,200? And little by little, I've grown. Yeah, Peterson's out of this game. Brazabon's in the game now. First pitch is going to be strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Little by little, I've been growing. And look, I got to keep going, man. Got to keep going because what I want this channel to turn into, 0-1. That's going to miss outside, 1-1. What I want this channel to turn into is going to be amazing. And as it keeps growing, we're going to be unfolding ideas, unleashing new things. And I'm excited. 1-1 pitch. Grounded. Bichette fields it cleanly. Makes the throw. 1 away. We got, okay, now I was correcting myself, bruh, from iDope. It's ridiculous they want you to pay for all that, I'm telling you. Or just watch the games on Stream East, a little delayed by a minute or 2, but still valid for free. I've never heard of that, honestly. You got to build it brick by brick. NB Sports Edit, I'm telling you. First pitch, strike 1. You got to build things and this brick by brick, literally. Like, and I'm learning that. And look, I want things to go faster, but that's going to be fouled, 0-2. But I'll be honest, when things happen fast in life, you don't learn a lot of good lessons. When things take time in life, you learn more lessons. And while it sucks, especially if you go through difficulties, but we got to keep going. We paid $350 for our cable bill from Mark. Damn, Mark, I'm telling you, cable, DirecTV, Optimum, 0-2. Grounded. Vientos catches it on the fly. That's going to be 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, I'm telling you, things are no joke. Hey, like I said, DP settled down and gave 5 solid innings. Now they need to score 100%. Granddaddy, kudos, 100%. You can appreciate more if it takes time. NB Sports Edit, I agree with that, you know, because I can really say to myself, like, wow, I did it. You know, I worked, I persevered. Strike one. I was consistent. SKRR. Look, I got the Mets. Mets won the first game, lost the last two. I believe they get the series split. 0-1. That's going to miss 1-1. So I think the Mets will take this. But yeah, look, we're at 11.99 on TikTok. And look, for the Knicks game, I believe even more people, not even I believe, 1-1, grounded. What a forehand scoop by Brady. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Brazaban. So we're going to the 7th inning, folks. Both hitters in the 6th, quick 1-2-3 innings. So let's go. Who you got winning? Mets, Brewers versus Dodgers this weekend. Who you got? They're playing a 3-game set, MB, or a 4-game set. Nats will find the way to come back and win. RXSE, chill. Those are not the vibes. Just miso chai. I'm riding with the Mets. You already know. I'm rolling with the Mets as well. We got Ayara here, Jose, John, Boy, Francisco, ROTs, Julio, JJ, Artie is here, William Cepeda, George, Sunshine, Terry, Ovo, John, Jeff, Jason Hunter, user, Kelly 14 is here, Alan, Gulveda, Lily, Tono, Tonio, it's me, Mario, Eddie, Jack Ace, Ski, SKRR, Bruce, Joey, J-Rod, MB, Sports Ed, Just, Miso Chai, Granddaddy, Jared, J-Lo, New York Mets fan, and I Dope Saucy. 3 games in Milwaukee. Look, I think Milwaukee will take the series. They're looking for some payback because they lost. You know, they got swept last year in the in the NLCS. D-backs or Rockies tonight? Let me take a quick look at that real fast. Let me take a quick look at who's the pitching matchups. Let's see which way that the teams are trending, and I would be able to give you a better. So it's going to be I'm going to go with the D-backs because they have Eduardo Rodriguez pitching, and he's been pitching very, very good. Just seeing that, I'm going to go with the D-backs because of Eduardo Rodriguez. They were saying that a Nick ticket cost $30,000. Damn. We don't get anything good in New York. Everything is blacked out. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's no joke. It's no joke. Angels of Athletics tonight. I'm going to have to take that out. Simeon is up right now. Boy, first pitch. Strike one. This starter for the Nationals has 67 pitches in the 7th inning. Unbelievable. Everyone's on D-backs. I never liked that. I think it's because of the pitching matchup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be strike 2. Please, si te play, Mets, necesitamos más carreras ahora. Yo concordo con usted, So Ramirez. Necesita más. Por lo menos 5. 5 por los Mets en este juego. Vamos, vamos. He's going to throw a breaking pitch right now. 0-2 pitch. No, he didn't. He threw him looked like a 2-seamer. Angels Athletics tonight. Let's see. Severino versus Soriano. I don't know. That one's a tough one for me. I'll give you that. That's going to be a tough one on who to pick for that one. Because the Angels have been playing some really, really bad baseball. But they got Soriano on the mound. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back by Simeon again. We're going to do it again at 0-2. Let's see. Who do you think is the best pitcher right now? In baseball right now, I think I got to go with Cam Schlittler. This guy has been amazing. United States of America. I don't know, man. I don't know who I got for that one. I got Angels. Look, you got a chance because Soriano's pitching. 0-2. That's going to be outside. 1-2. That's why I like the Rockies tonight. Laugh out loud. Okay. All right. James Wood, home run. I'm from the future. Jay, chill. Jacob Messerasky is my favorite right now. Okay. I think Cam Schlittler, you got to give him. He's been pitching really, really good. Or Paul Skeens, 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Simeon, strike 3. That was a ball, but the Mets have no challenges, so there's nothing they could do about that. And this umpire has been horrible in this game. Cam is good, definitely. Yeah. Cam has been horrible. The umpire's been horrible in this game. Rockies today, Rodriguez giving up 5 runs. Okay, bro, I'm telling you, check out Chase Burns from the Reds. He's the real deal. I gotta check him out. I wonder if he's gonna pitch versus the Mets. The Mets when they go back home Monday, ball 1 to AJ Ewing, they're gonna face the Reds. Let's see if he's gonna pitch there. Grand slam loading for the Nationals. Chill. I don't believe that that's gonna happen. If anybody's gonna get a grand slam, it's gonna be the Mets in this game. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. AJ Ewing grounds it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. AJ Ewing has not looked good in this game. The Marlins, they've lost 6 of the last 9. Their starters, 4.93 ERA, 3rd worst in the NL. Bullpen, 5th best in the NL, 3.38. And Otto Lopez, 349. Batting average, best in the MLB. 1-1. AJ Ewing takes the ball, 2-1. I watched him yesterday. He has a lot of poise. Definitely. Let's see here. About to bet both teams to score 3 runs. Okay, let's see. 2-1 pitch. Here comes to AJ Ewing. Mets need some more runs, though, for sure. Here it is. In the dirt, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike right now. Do you think Ohtani is the best player of all time, or is it too early? I think it's still too early. I mean, he's amazing. He's definitely amazing, but it's still too early in my opinion. He needs to do it for longer, in my opinion. 3-1 pitch, ball 4. So the Mets have themselves a base runner. AJ Ewing is gonna be at first base via a walk. And look, I'm trying to steal with AJ Ewing here. I'm trying to force the issue. What about you, RXSC? Do you think that he's the best player of all time, or you think it's too early? We got Lubari here. Ovo, Ricky is here. Lily, Ronald, Carlos, Socrates, Killian is here. User, Dallas Cowboys is here. Jaden is here. Mets, let's go Mets. It's me, Mario. It's too early, but the way he pitches crazy and hit crazy is insane to me. Look, he's doing an amazing job. And his ERA, I think it's down to 0.78 on the season. That's next level. AJ Ewing, come on. Pickoff attempt. And it hit AJ Ewing, so he gets back. Not a good throw there. If AJ Ewing didn't get hit by that, he would have 100% been able to take. And folks, we got Kotya with the follow. I appreciate Kotya with the follow. Thank you very much. Let's see there the first pitch. Let's see if AJ Ewing is going to go rose gold. I appreciate the follow. Another pickoff attempt, but he's back safely. So that's the last time he can throw back. If he throws back again and he doesn't get him, it's a balk. So, folks, we've crossed 1,200 followers on TikTok. Kotya was our 1,200th follower. And I'm going to go with Rose Gold 1201. Really, really appreciate it. Kotya, let's go Mets. You already know, us Met fans, we got to stay together. Melendez crushes it. If it stays fair, it's gone. Foul. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. If it was fair, it was gone. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, it's the wind, though, folks. Off the bat, it looked good. I'm telling you. 0-1. Pitch out. Wow. You don't see pitch outs in the MLB at all nowadays. Ohtani is dangerous from Jay Nunez, but not the greatest. Lots of talent. Definitely. He has more. iDope Saucy, I'm telling you, didn't miss by much. Unreal. Pedro Martinez and Randy Johnson, best pitchers early 2000s. They were amazing. You got to add Kurt Schilling there, though. AJ Ewing's going, stealing, and he's going to steal second base. They called him out. They called him out there. We got to see this replay. Oh, snap. Wow, what a job by Abrams. What a job by Abrams. Wow, he was out at second. I thought he was safe, no chance. Melendez almost hit in the foot, 3-1. Oh my God. Did it hit him in the foot? Yeah, it hit him in the foot. Unbelievable. Wow. Jose, Nationals for the win. Chill, Jose. Need a Mets win. Yo, this is my nizzle. You off the chain. Look, I need a Mets win as well. And with no challenges left. Look, the Mets can make a challenge, but not the strike call. They can't challenge the strike. What's your opinion on Tarik Skubal? Skubal's amazing. Skubal's an amazing pitcher, but the big thing with him right now, I want the Mets to get him, but can he come back healthy and be effective, you know? Yeah, I agree with him running though. 100% agree too. 100% agree. What do you guys think? Do you think players should slide head first or feet first to second base? What do you all think? What do you all think by that? Head first, or because you almost never see anybody slide feet first. You always see head first for the most part. Most players, at least in my opinion. Well, Terens is up with the runner at first base. Here's the first pitch of Terens. He takes a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Fulano says, I got the Nats plus 1.5. Should go with momentum. What's good, Unc? I miss you. Jesse, hey, what's going on, Jesse? Missed you too, man. Happy to have you here. Look, let's go, folks. We go in the Knicks game tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Pickoff attempt. He's going to be safe. We're doing the Knicks game. Fulano, I appreciate you with the follow. We have crossed 1,200. 1,202 followers now on TikTok. Shout out to all of you. Let's keep growing. Another pickoff attempt. And he's back in time. So Cavalli's been throwing a lot of pickoff attempts this inning. Let's see here, folks. 1-0 pitch to Terens. 1-0 pitch. Come on, Terens. Let's find the gap. 1-0. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden says need Knicks by 7. Look, Cavs are definitely going to be trying to redeem themselves, but I think the Knicks will take it tonight. I hope they do take it tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike, folks. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Terens grounds to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly. That's going to be the end of the inning, folks. So we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Mets, look, their pitching is going to have to do it. We got James, Mets, Braves, D-backs, and Yankees, Blue Jays over 5 runs. Look, for me, for the Mets to win this game, they need 5 runs. Let's see. I have to tell you, son, you might not like Nats to take the lead this inning. They're not. It's not going to happen this inning. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. Nats will not lead in this game. They're not going to lead in this game. Jose, hopefully it stays 2-1. Okay, we about to take the lead on the inning. Fulano, the Nationals will not lead in this game. They won't. They got within 1. Maybe they get a tie. Maybe I'll give them a tie. But the Nationals won't lead in the game. That's my prediction. Nationals will not lead in this game. But let's see. That's what we got to see. Nationals are good, but they are good at running. They're good at both. And they're good at running. They're good at both. Yep, without a doubt. They're very good at both of those things. And look, you got to give respect to them. They're the best. They're scoring the most out of all teams in the MLB right now. I mean, you know, we got to keep it honest with that. They're scoring the most runs out of all the teams right now. So 100% we got to give them credit in that regard. Look, we're doing this game. Look, this is the 50th game of the Mets season. I'm doing this game. And look, this out of my live stream, I've live streamed about 30 Met games, something along the lines of that. So I'm happy about that. And look, us Met fans, we got to stay together. It's as simple as that. Yo, bro, you think Juan could do something before the game ends? I think Juan Soto will get a hit. I don't know if he'll hit a home run, but I think he'll get definitely a hit in this ball game. So look, shout out to all of the people that are with us right now on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. We got people with us. Again, us Met fans, we gotta always stay together. Pete Rose head first from Jay Nunez slide. Okay, a lot of players slide face first, and it's pretty interesting to me in that regard. But nonetheless, look, let's go Mets. Brooks Raley's in the game. I need a hit. Laugh out loud. Look, Soto's strike one from Brooks Raley. Soto's gonna hit next inning. Soto is gonna be next inning, the top of the order. Benj, Bichette, and Soto. Next inning, Mets gotta score something. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be strike two from Brooks Raley. Look, Brooks Raley needs a good inning. He's been struggling his last 2 or 3 outings. He needs a good inning. He's facing 8, 9, and 1 right now. 1, 2, 3 inning here. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So move to the changeup. A perfect start to the inning. 1 out. Let's go. 1 out right there. Let's go Mets, man. Look, the Mets right now, their record is 21-28. Winning this game, they'll be 22-28 through their first 50 games. And look, I look at it as this. They're 22-28 through the first 50. Their next 50, can they be 32-18? That's asking a lot. Can they be 30-20? Can they be, can they just be something better? Ball outside, 1-0. The Mets, if they win this, 22-28 through the first 50. Through the next 50, can they be 30-20? Something better than 500. 1-0. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brooks Raley's working really, really fast. Sean 17 here. What's going on, Sean? How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you. We are here. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look, the Mets have no more challenges in this game. So if the umpire decides to make a terrible call, Mets can't challenge it. And Mets haven't been good with challenges this year. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Ball. 2-2. Bro, I need Soto over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs combined. I think I'm cooked. He looks bad today. Look, I do think Soto will get a hit in the 7th or the bottom of the 8th when he hits. Let's see here. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Grounded. Bichette has it. Come on, Bichette. 2 away. Way to go. 1 more out. Now, got to face James Wood. Look. James Wood is, I said at the beginning of this inning, some people were saying the Nationals were going to take the lead. I don't agree with the Nationals taking the lead, but I do think the Nationals, they have a chance to tie with James Wood right now. They have a chance. That's why we winning it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from Aiden. Look, I'm focusing on right now. First pitch. Ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes to Wood. That's why that out at base hurts, huh? It does, yeah. Maybe, I don't know. He hasn't struck out twice. I think he struck out just once. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. James Wood looked like he was trying to tie the game up right there. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. Here's the 1-1. Ooh, fouled off of Terrence. Ooh, that was in a tough spot to get hit at right there. Right in the quad area. Right in the quad area. Oh my gosh. Oh my, right on the quad. I'm telling you, that right there is just painful. Score more runs. I'm telling you, doing the next game, Sean, I will be back for the next game tonight. I will be here for the next game tonight. I can't believe I missed a 22-point comeback. I needed to be here for that game. Unfortunately, I wasn't. 1-2 pitch. Fouled. 1-2. Just got a piece of it. I can't believe I missed that game the other day. Like, you guys have no idea how frustrated I was for that. Missing that game. 1-2 pitch from Raley to Wood. Here it is. Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If this inning could stay a clean inning, you got to think that Weaver will pitch the 8th, and Devin Williams the 9th if the Mets have themselves a lead. Here's the 2-2 pitch right now. Here it is. Swing and a miss. That's going to do it. End of the inning. We are going now to the 8th inning, where I believe the Mets will get at least 1 run. We're going to the 8th inning. Mets lead this game 2-1. What are the Marlins doing to win games? Look, Otto Lopez is hitting great. When they have leads late, their bullpen usually is holding it down. They're doing pretty good in that regard. But they've been struggling as of late. Look, we're going to the 8th inning. Mets are up 2-1. Gino here, I think the Mets are surprisingly underperforming, but 2026 baseball is interesting so far. I agree with that, Gino. Look, it's a little too early, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a look at the standings right now. Let me take a look at the standings and tell you all how it is. All right. Look, the MLB standings right now. Let's do this here really fast. Okay. So, give me 1 second here while it's loading for me. All right. Seth is saying that the Braves may win tonight. I'm picking the Marlins, but let's see. Let's see there. So the standings is taking a little bit of time to load for me. All right. So how about Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay is 33-15. 4-game win streak. They're up 4 games on the Yankees. The next closest team is the Blue Jays and Red Sox, both at 22-27 and 11.5 out. The Orioles are 21-29, 13 games out. Now, the AL Central, the Guardians are 30-20. They're 3.5 up on the White Sox. How about the White Sox? Every other team is under 500. The American League only has 4 teams. 5 teams over 500. It's unbelievable. The Twins, 6 out. Royals are 9 out. Detroit is 9.5. I'm telling you, the Tigers are going to have to trade Scooble if he comes back healthy. Athletics are 25-24 in first place by a game. The Astros are 20-31, and they're only 6 games out. Now, in this division, the Braves are 34-16. The Mets are 21-28. They're 12.5 out. We're going to go to the Central after. Benj swings. I think Benj went right there. Does he hold? He held it in time. 1 ball, no strike. Milwaukee is 29-18. They've gained first place. The NL Central may be the best division in baseball. All of the teams are over 500. All of them. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Benj takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cubs are 29-21. Cubs are on a 5-game losing streak. They've been struggling. The Dodgers, Padres are both, and the Diamondbacks are both over 500. Dodgers are 31-19. Padres 29-20. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Look, and let's check the wild card. The Mets are like 9 games out of a wild card spot. Yes, the Mets are 7 out of a wild card spot. Look, that's not good, but it's better than the division. 7 games out is not good, but you know, they just gotta play. They gotta get to 500. Put it like that. 2-1. That's hit. Sock to center, but it's gonna be the first out of the inning. 1 out in this inning. So look, the Mets, they definitely have a chance in my book, but they're gonna have to score some runs. They're gonna have to. Such a wild game. I had the Knicks minus 5.5. They really came through. I'm telling you, the Knicks, unbelievable. Braves may win tonight. TB bats are insane right now. I'm telling you, Tampa Bay is unbelievable. Aranda and Caminero, they are elite. First pitch, ball, and they have a good rotation as well. We got Kezi Kyle or Kezi KE77 with the follow. I really appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody. Bo Bichette is up on the count 1-0. Come on now. 1-0 pitch here to Bichette. Here it is. Bichette fouls it back. Took a mighty cut there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Come on, Bichette. Get on base right here. Bichette has the only RBIs in the game. Has the only RBIs in this game for the Mets. A 2 RBI single in this game. 2 RBI single for Bichette in this game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bichette off the end of the bat. Towards the left field line. James Wood, he's not going to get to it, and it's just going to land foul. So that's going to be another strike there. I thought for sure that had a chance to go fair, but yeah, Wood was not able to get to that ball. Just went foul. Yeah, just went foul. All right, folks. 1-2 to Bichette. Can Bichette shorten up, and can Bichette, do something right now? Can Bichette do something right now? 1-2 pitch is coming from from Beater. The pitcher's name is Beater to Bichette. Here it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes pitch. Bichette swings and misses. 2 outs. Look, Mets may have to win this game 2-1. Mets may have to win this game 2-1. I predicted that the Mets needed at least 5. Mets may have to win this game 2-1. Mets need to score some more runs. New York Mets fan, I agree. Soto's up right now. Can Soto hit another home run? Let's see if Soto could hit another home run. 0 for 3. Ground out, strikeout, and a fly out. Here's the first pitch to Soto. Whoa. Breaking ball that just never had a chance. 1 ball, no strike. 1 ball, no strikes. Let's see here if they can do it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There it is. That's going to miss. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Right now, if you can get a clean inning in the 8th, it's a good shot the Mets win. I agree, because look, the Nationals lineup, I feel like they're kind of dangerous from 1 to 9 personally, but, 2-0, strike 1, 2-1. But if they can get through the 8th inning with the lead, I give them a chance, because this inning coming up, they have 2, 3, and 4. Abrams is up, so that's going to be big right there. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Soto, 3-1. Could this be a pitch around on Soto? Could this be a pitch around? I know some of you had some, I know that, some people need Soto for a hit home run. I don't know. 3-1. Soto takes a strike. 3-2. Full count. What is Soto going to get here right now? Please, Soto, don't walk him. This is it. I dope saucy, Sean. This is it. It's a big pitch coming right here. 3-2. Mets have no more challenges in this game. It looked like a high strike, but it did hit the zone. Here it is, folks. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Soto checked this swing, and Soto walks. Unfortunately, Sean, I know that that's not good news for you, but Soto draws a walk, and the Mets have a runner on first base. Look, Sean, if Soto were to score a run, does that help you or at all or not? If he scores a run, does it help you? Look, Vientos is up right now. Come on, Vientos. Come on. Here's the first pitch coming to Vientos. Vientos takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Does Soto have the most walks this year? I don't think so. Soto, I mean, he missed like a good, 2-3 weeks? So I don't think maybe he's among the league leaders in walks. Let me see. MLB league leaders in walks. Let's see here. I'm going to check that out, and I'm going to get back to you in that regard. Soto, 0-1 pitch. Here it is to Vientos. Vientos, oh my gosh, swinging at just a horrible pitch. So, walks-wise, let's see where Soto's not even in the top 10 in walks. Soto's not even in the top 25. In walks, Taylor Ward from Baltimore has 47. Nick Kurtz from Oakland has 46. Here's the 0-2. Soto's going. Soto's going to steal second base, and that gives Vientos a chance with a runner at second base. Yeah, he had a really, really good lead. I mean, and Soto slid head first. Look, Soto running. I'm not kind of liking Soto running. I don't know how his calf is, man. I don't know. 1-2 pitch, folks. Here it is. Oh, over the head of Vientos. And Soto's going to get to third base now. Very, very wild pitch right there. Mike Trout, 45 walks. James Wood has 40 walks. Judge is 6th. Otani's 10th. Yeah, Soto's not even in the top 25 in walks. Now with Soto, yeah, Soto, I'm going to check the Mets in a minute. Where's the ranks for the Mets? But the Mets this year have not drawn a lot of walks. The Mets are, Soto leads the Mets in walks. 20 walks. Really, really low. Mets are not a team that draws a lot of walks. RB, for the walks, is 20. Home runs, Soto leads with 9 home runs. RBIs, Bichette leads with 27 right now. He's picked up the RBIs lately. Come on, Vientos. Short swing here. Get this running. 2-2 pitch. He does not swing. 3-2. Come on. Come on now. Brett Beatty's on deck. This is a big at-bat right here. Big at-bat right here. Yeah, but I would need another hit, run, or RBI to cash. That's probably his last AB, probably. We definitely need more runs to win this game. Jay, 100% agree. 3-2 pitch. Vientos swings and misses. Inning over, man. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Look, Mets may have to win this game 2-1, folks. Mets may have to win this game 2-1. Papa, please. Aiden, no run. No runs for the Mets. Just miso chai. Yo, brother, what's up? I can't watch. Look, Mets are up 2-1. Look, let me check. I need extras. I'm sorry. Sean. Damn, Sean. Look. I want you to win, Sean. So I'm not gonna go against that. I want you to win. Look, can I be honest? I don't like the extra innings too much. The ghost runner is kind of annoying for me. It's stressful, but nonetheless, let me see here. The Mets last few games. The Mets lately, they have not been playing 2-1 games. They have not been. I'm going to check when's the last time that the Mets played a 2-1 game, because it's definitely been a while. Definitely it's been a while. 100% it's been a while. Let me check here really fast. All right. So, let's see. I'm going to go just for the month of May. Yesterday, 4-8 loss, 6-9, 16-17. Yankees, 7-6. 6-3, 2-5, 9-4, 3-2. Well, the last time the Mets played a close game was last week, Wednesday, which was the 13th, when they beat Detroit 3-2. Before that, they played the Diamondbacks on Saturday. They lost 2-1. They played the D-backs the day before, 3-1. So, you know, some of these last few games have been high scoring. The Mets were due for a low scoring game in this. Damn it, man. Juan was so close. Yeah, I mean, Vientos, look, Vientos is not good with the breaking ball, and he's very bad with laying off. So what can we say? What can we say? I'm telling you. What can we say? Well, folks, we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Oh my God, Nationals pitches worst pitching in baseball. Yeah, Speedy 22, but come on. Speedy 22, come on. But the Nationals are the best offense in the game, and they got 1 run up to this point. It's baseball. Come on now. Soto just did miss a home run earlier. I'm telling you. Weaver's in, strike 1. Come on, Weaver. Mets need this game, man. Gonna be tough. Nats played Weaver good last time. I agree. Last 2 times. Abrams hit the home run in Citi Field, and they got a hit off of him in the last game. Even though he kept the Mets even. 0-1, misses, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mets have no more challenges in this game again, folks. No more challenges for the Mets in the game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. One. That's going to be fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We did washing. Please tie it. Need over. What else do you need? If they tie it, is that enough for you? Look, I just want the Mets to win the game. That's just what I want. I want the Mets to get this game, man. Come on, man. Yeah, but their pitching is so bad, they should be scoring lots of runs. Speedy. Come on, Speedy. 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Benj is there. Come on, Benj. Makes the play. Look, As much as I like Benj and what he's doing offensively, he has looked very herky-jerky with some pop-ups. I'm telling you. There are some pop-ups with Benj where I'm looking at him and I'm like, ugh, he looks a little too insecure. I mean, yeah, he looks insecure. He doesn't look confident catching the ball. Will Mets win? Proud of New York. Look, I believe the Mets are going to win this game and split the 4-game series. It's true. Talk later, Speedy. Take care. How many challenges are in the game? Each team gets 2 challenges with the strikes and balls. They get, I believe, 1 challenge with like a safe or out play. Here's the first pitch to Vivas, pinch hitter. Swinging at the first pitch, fouls it away, no balls and 1 strike. Look, if Weaver can get Vivas out, this will be huge. But the next at bat, Abrams. You cannot let Abrams come up with a runner on base. Please. This out is absolutely crucial. 0-1 pitch. Way outside, 1-1. This out is crucial. You cannot let Abrams come up with a chance to give the lead. You can't. You can't do that. He leads the MLB in RBIs, 42. 1-1 pitch. You can't let him come up. Here it is, folks. 1-1 pitch, folks. Weaver taking his time. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One more. Do you know who Kyle Busch is? Yes, I do know who Kyle Busch is, Colin. What about Kyle Busch? Okay, thanks. Got you, Jay. iDope, I'm telling you. iDope Saucy, they need this one right here. 100% they need this one here. 100% need this one here. All right, folks, look. 1-2 pitch is a big out. Oh, my gosh. 1-2. Swing and a miss. 2 away. Good pitch. Wow. Wow. Kyle Busch. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my gosh. But the NASCAR racer, wow. That's who you're talking about, right? Wow. That's unbelievable right there. Wow, that's very tough right there, man. Wow, rest in peace. Condolences to the family, man. I hope that, you know, they can get it. 1-0, that's going to miss. 2-0. Oh, my gosh. Can't believe in neither. Colin. Hey, guys, I appreciate you bringing awareness to that. Man, that's... Look, folks, look. All you need to do to pass away is be alive. And look, a lot of people don't like talking about it, but life is serious. 2-0, 3-0. This could be a pitch around here, folks, from Weaver. Rest in peace. I'm telling you, man. This could be a pitch around, but that's tough, man. Wow. Prayers to the family. I hope that all of them, I mean, I cannot express how much pain they're going to be feeling, but man, 3-0. Ball 4. So the Nationals get a 4-pitch walk. Abrams is on base. You got to think that Abrams is going to be stealing a base here. You got to be thinking he's going to be trying to steal a base here on Terrence. You got to be thinking that he is going to be trying to do that right now. Let's see what's about to happen right now, folks. Let's see. All right, folks. This is it, folks. This is a big, big moment in this game. Big moment. Here is the pitch. Ball outside. So that's 5 straight balls for Weaver. 5 straight balls. Look, the Nationals have the tying run on base and the lead run at the plate. Come on now. Come on, Weaver. Come on, boy. Let's get this out here. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. 6 balls in a row. 6 in a row. Come on now. Hey, buddy, our next game going to get the W. Weaver, dude. I'm telling you. Look, Jay Studs, I believe the Knicks will win tonight. I'm so angry I couldn't live stream the 22-point comeback, but I'll be here tonight for the game. 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Pop them up, foul. I cannot believe the hitter was swinging there. 2-1. J, I appreciate the follow. We are up to 1,205 followers. We're across 1,200. Let's go. Let's keep going, folks. As we keep growing, we're going to be doing amazing things on this channel. Let's go, Mets. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here it is. Here's the pitch. Grounded, foul, and we're going to do it. Now we're at 2-2. He's a strike away from getting out of this inning. Strike away. Look, if you get this out, that means for the 9th, the Nationals will have 6, 7, and 8. 9 if possible, and the 5th hitter will be James Wood. You gotta avoid. Look, I just want no drama, folks. I want the Mets to just win this game. But it starts with, in the 9th, the Mets will have Beatty, Simeon, I think A.J. Ewing. So can the bottom of the order do something? Here's the 2-2 pitch, folks. Grounded. Bichette makes the throw. Got him. Inning over. Let's go, man. We're going to the 9th inning. Mets lead this ball game. So far, 3 hitless innings for the Mets bullpen. Let's go. We need 3 more outs. Look, the only way Devin Williams won't come into this game is if the Mets score 4, 5, 6 runs. But if the Mets score 1, 2 runs, we know Devin Williams is going to be coming into this game. Look, can I be honest? Can they get him at least 1 run to take away some of the pressure? I would really, really like that. So let's go, Mets. Look, let's go, man. This is it, folks. The Mets, look, all we can ask for is for them to be a competitive team. Look, when you play a 4-game set, everybody says sweep them, sweep them, sweep them. Win 3 out of 4. Now, while I agree with that, a split, you take it. What I want from the Mets, I want the Mets to be a 500 team on the road and be a well above 500 team at home. That's what I would love to see. Shout out to Colin, Jay Studs. Devin Williams has been good lately. I agree. And Jay Studs, I appreciate you sending the 6 TikToks. I stay woke with the follow. I appreciate you. At least 1 run, please. Let's go, Mets. I agree. Okay, Mets, score 1 run from the New York Mets fan. I agree. At least 1 more run. We got people with us on Facebook, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, and also on YouTube. So, folks, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Help this channel grow. As we grow, amazing things are gonna happen. Let's go, man. I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to be back tonight for the New York Knicks game versus the Cavaliers. You all have absolutely no idea how excited I will be to do that. All jokes aside, 100% extremely excited to do that. And, you know, let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's see the Mets if they could close this game out right now. We got Cry. CRI, X Street. Let's go, Nats. Chill, man. Let's go, Mets, man. National fans are welcome here, but let's go, Mets, man. Orlando is in. Rebulta. First pitch. Beatty takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Look, Met fans, we gotta stay together. I always say that. Us Met fans gotta stay together. So please, if you know other Met fans, share this to them. Ask them to subscribe. Ask them to follow. Spread it to the Met fans. 0-1 pitch. Beatty, little tapper right in front of the catcher, but it's going to go. It's a foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes. I'm going to be here for the Knicks game tonight, bro. Jay Figueroa, let's go. Appreciate the support. Granddaddy, come on, guys. At least 1 run. At least 1 run. Brett Beatty, 3 home runs, 21 RBIs. He's batting .235, which not so good for Brett Beatty to start off the year. He's been better lately. 0-2. Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, folks. Can the Mets get at least 1 run? At least 1 more run. We got Liz here, the Dodgers fan. What's going on, Liz? Here's the 1-2 pitch. Beatty has himself a leadoff base hit, and the Mets now have themselves a runner at first base. Now, what position was... All right, Beatty's playing 3rd base. You can't do it. I was going to say pinch hit for Beatty. Beatty's speed is not terrible, though, so keep him in the game. But Yeah, you got to keep Beatty there. You can't take Beatty out. J Studs, I also appreciate the other TikToks you're sending. Much love to you. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, Mets. Come on. Simeon is up. Come on, Simeon. Come on now. Here's the first pitch of Simeon. Should you bunt here? Simeon swings and misses. Strike one. Look, if I'm Simeon, bunt. Come on now. Take the bunt. Simeon hitting 221. By the ending of that season, can that average get up to 245, 250? I'll take it. If you could get it up to 245, 250, 0-1, grounded, foul, 0-2, down. Beatty and Simeon got down quickly in their count, 0-2. Both of them. Quickly, they got down 0-2. Let's see here. We got A here. Janice is here. My boy Bacon, Zarif, Herman, Matt, Liz is here. Miguel, Albert. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Simeon. Long pause from the pitcher. He's delivering it. Way outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes in the dirt. We got A here. SMF _ A. Lewis. Chef Buck is here. Kevin, Severino, Manny, Bruce, Prada, ROTs, Silent Green, I Stay Woke, J Studs. J-Lo is still here. J-Lo, you're going to be here for the Knicks game tonight. Manny, you're going to be here for the Knicks game tonight. The Coolest. Eddie, who's going to be here for the Knicks game tonight? We're going to be live streaming that game. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Simeon. Beatty runs, and Simeon puts it in play. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman. Third baseman, he's safe at first. And the Mets are going to have first and second. The Nationals may challenge this call. I mean, there's almost a guarantee they're going to challenge this. But nonetheless, let's see. It was a close play. I do think he got in. Nonetheless, Beatty will be at second base. Let's see the replay. It was a tough play. Nationals are not challenging the call. Let's see. Ooh, that was worth a challenge. That was, let's see here. No, he was, it's a bang play. No challenge. AJ Ewing bunts it. He gets it down. Pitcher's going to have to get it there. And he's safe. He drops the ball. The bases are loaded now. Wow. Sean 17, I don't know if you're here, but maybe Soto can get another at-bat if the Mets can turn this into a big inning. Wow, AJ Ewing, a perfect bunt. He made it close. He was busting it, and the pitcher was taking forever. But he made the throw, and Nunez just dropped it. That has to be a sacrifice and an error. I mean, he just dropped the ball. It hit right in his glove. You got to catch that. Ooh, boy, bases loaded coming up now. Is this MJ Melendez, or are they going to pinch hit him? Maybe they'll no, they're going to leave Melendez in for the lefty hit. He's a lefty. 10 runs in the ninth. Can you imagine that? It is guaranteed a Mets win now. Let's go, Mets. I'm going to be here for the game from Colin. He's safe. I'll be here just so Metsy. I will. My boy Bacon. Yeah, I'm going to try, okay? I can't believe we traded Nimmo for this guy. Look, to an argument, Simeon's defense has been fair. It's been better than McNeil at second base, so I'm not mad at it. His hitting has got me upset. First pitch to MJ Melendez. Here it is. MJ Melendez smokes it. Foul again. He's just a little too early. If he stays back just a little bit, grand slam. No Devin Williams. No need for Devin Williams. Come on, Mets. Go crazy. Let's go. New York Mets fan. Just so Metsy, Prada, New York, Colin. Appreciate all of you that are going to be here later. Let's go, Mets. 0-1. Misses high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Look, folks, it's 6:24 Eastern time. When Ram Jam, let's go. When this game ends, we're going to be having a break. We're going to come back to do the Yankees and Blue Jays game for a little bit of time. And then we're going to go to the New York Knicks game. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He tried to hold the swing. He couldn't. 1-2. Jay Studs. Look, for a minimum here, man. For a minimum. Mets, you got to get 2 runs here, man. You got to get 2 runs, man. For a minimum. For a minimum. You got to get 2 runs here. Melendez is down in the count. Uh-oh. Hold on. Melendez called timeout. I thought the blue was about to call balk. Melendez called a timeout there. We need total over. We did. Huh. Let's go, Mets. Forget the grand slam. 2 Indy. Hey, look, I take a sack fly at now, and all the runners advance. Put the ball in play, please. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Melendez. Foul. Oh, man. It was fouled by a lot, honestly. But SOJ is here. J Studs, I appreciate you sharing the live. We must capitalize. I agree. Oh, man. Come on now. Come on. 1-2 pitch, folks. 1-2 pitch. Here it is, folks. MJ Melendez. Come on. Put the ball in play, man. You got to put the ball in play here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Melendez takes in the dirt. 2-2. It's a good take right there. Good pitch by the pitcher. Good block by the catcher. I don't mind that pitch if you're a pitcher, but Melendez, you gotta put the ball in play right now. Shorten up the swing. I made it 4.5 in the parlay, and I'm stressing it. Damn. Look, I hope all of you get your parlays. It's just not easy for everybody to get their parlays. A lot of things have to happen. 2-2. Swing and a miss. 1 out. Melendez, man. Damn, son. Melendez strikes out. Now, look. We got Torrens up. I like Torrens as a hitter. But Torrens is a double play threat. Torrens is a double play threat. And my camera on YouTube, I just get so annoyed with my camera on YouTube because it keeps losing focus. My goodness. Torrens, first pitch. Strike 1. Oh, my gosh, man. Let's go, Mets. Come on. Torrens, I trust Torrens in this moment. I'm going to be honest with you. It's just that he is a double play threat. And if you're the Mets, bases loaded, no outs, come on. They have the corners in, though. They have the corners in right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Torrens floats it. Caught by the second baseman. 2 outs. Oh, my goodness, man. Bases loaded, no outs. And now his bases loaded, 1 out. And Benj is coming up. And the Mets are threatening to not score with bases loaded, no outs. And I'm telling you, the Mets not scoring with bases loaded and no outs, this kind of make you feel bad. But Benj is up right now. Let's see if Benj, I think Benj is swinging at the first pitch. First pitch. No, it doesn't. Did it hit him? He got out of the way of it. Jeez, Carson. Everybody would have loved him to take one for the team right there. Oh, my gosh. Let's see there. Yeah, he got out of the way for it. Everybody would have loved for him to just take one for the team right there, man. Bobby, Mets should be a lot better than what they are, bro. Look, I agree. A lot of players are hurt. Juan, I agree with that. Dope Saucy, I'm telling you, man. Take one for the team right there, man. Now you gotta come through. 1-0 pitch. Benj fouls it away. 1-1. Now, Benj, look, you gotta come through, man. You gotta come through because, you know, you can't have this if you're the Mets. You can't. It's unacceptable, man. Bases loaded, no outs, and Melendez, you strike out. Then, you know, Torrens, you hit it, but you didn't get it out of the infield. 1-1. Lays off a good pitch. 2-1. Are you calling the Knicks game tonight, bro? Bobby, yes, sir. I got you tonight. I will be live streaming. Look, that game's on ESPN. We've had to go from ESPN, ABC, Prime, Amazon Prime, and Peacock. 2-1. Benj takes a strike. 2-2. That was a good pitch right there. 2-2. Shout out to Will Run It Up for the follow. I appreciate you. My boy Bacon is here. Look, oh, man. Can the Mets get a run? Look, at the end of the day, I just want the Mets to win the game. If they don't score, I'm going to be mad. But just win the game, man. 2-2 pitch, folks. Here it is. Benj fights that one away. 97 miles per hour. We're going to do it again at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Look, our Mets community is growing here. I'm really, really excited about that. Met fans, we got to stay together. We got to keep our heads up together. We got to. Yes, my wife is agreeing. Us Met fans, we got to stay together. Here, look, let me show you this. Check this out real fast from Hermana. You just read it. I haven't opened it up. If you want to open it and respond, you can. 2-2 pitch, folks, to Benj. Here it is, folks. A big pitch. Big pitch here. Come on. Here it is, folks. He's holding the ball for a long time. He did not go. No, he did not go. Full count. Everybody's going to get the running start. Everybody's going to get the running start right now. 3-2, folks. This is it. This is it, folks. Come on now, folks. Interesting, right? Interesting now, folks. This is it, folks. This is it. 3-2. Come on now. Come on now, folks. Come on. Here it is. Here it is. 3-2. Bench. Launches it deep. Back in the gap. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. The wind is a problem in this game, man. Oh, my gosh. It's a fly out. That was a grand slam with no wind, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Jeez, man. Oh, my gosh, man. But I do agree, that was a ball too, man. Oh, my gosh, man. I agree with that. I dope. Take the pitch. Take the pitch. But today, golfing the ball is not the day if you're a Mets player to be golfing. Soto arguably had a home run in this game. Melendez arguably had a home run, but Ben had a grand slam right now. The ball is just not good. And my boy Bacon, look, people are putting you on blast. Look, I don't like people that spoil it as well neither. Please, if you're ahead of the game in the comment section, I can at least say it. All right. If you don't know, you don't know better. But please, don't ruin it. Don't be like that. Please. Let us watch it together, because when you show what happens, it kind of takes away. That's why some moments, like I can't look at the comment section, because then, for example, if I go to ESPN and I see Mets lose, I'm going to be pissed. The Mets had bases loaded with no outs. Surely they score, right? Francisco Lindor, nope. Ridiculous. Absolutely. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show All American, Spencer James, when he's like, all right, I'm angry. I'm angry. That's me right now. I'm angry. I'm angry. Oh my gosh. This team, man. Bases loaded, no outs. You couldn't get one run across. Now, look. If Devin Williams, he's facing 6, 7, and 8. If Devin Williams can have a 1-2-3 inning and we win the game, hallelujah, hallelujah, I'll be good. But if the Mets lose this game, oh boy, I am gonna be very, very angry. Rose Gold, like Maury said, the lie detector determined that was a lie. Jay, yes, I do think the Mets are gonna make the playoffs. I do think the Mets will make the playoffs as a wild card. Here's the first pitch from Devin Williams. Fouled away, strike one. This is it, folks. Can the Mets and Devin... Look, Devin Williams has been better of lately. Please, man. I need to see this win, man. We'll win low score, but we'll win it. Just me. Let's go. 0-1, 0-1. Here it is. Pop them up. AJ Ewing coming in on it. Coming in. Oh, he drops the ball. Runner at second base, no outs. My gosh, man. The drama has started, Ram Jam. The drama has started. My boy Bacon, appreciate the follow. Francisco Lindor is not Devin Williams' fault. You got to catch that ball if you're AJ Ewing. You got to catch the ball. These guys are seeing that there's wind. The ball is coming in. Why are you taking the step? Why are you coming back? Oh my gosh, man. Look, my Met fans that are blaming Devin Williams, please stop it. Please. This is on AJ Ewing. You got to catch that baseball. It's as simple as that. RB is here. Everyone looks like Mets can do it, huh? First pitch to Garcia Jr., pinch hitter. First pitch. Popped him up. Fouled away. No, strikes one. Strike one. If Devin Williams gives up a home run now, will I be mad? I will be mad. But AJ Ewing, you got to catch the baseball. It's as simple as that. There's no excuses. I understand he's a rookie. You're going to learn your lessons, but you got to catch the baseball. It's as simple as that. You got to. And if he didn't, I'm not going to put it on Devin Williams when you got to catch the ball. 0-1 pitch, and he got to the ball. 0-1. Strike two. He got to the ball. The ball hit the heel of the glove. It hit the heel of the glove. He got it. Exactly, Lewis. A lot of drops. This is why you take a pitch, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this stuff, that's what you call a blooper. I'm telling you. But look, he still got to catch the ball. You got to catch that ball, man. You got to catch it. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Lyle on a base hit scoring. Grounded. Lyle's going to get to third base. One away, the lead run, the tying run is now at third base. Jay Studs, come on, Jay Studs, please. We can't have people in the comment section ruining it. If you guys are putting that and you're ruining it ahead of time, I'm going to have to mute you at least for a little bit. We can't have people ruining it, please. Watch the game with us, please. Mets love extra innings. Sean wants this game to go to extra innings. Need Nationals to win to keep my slip alive. I'm not looking at the comment section no more. Let me go to Devin Williams now. Devin Williams, man. First pitch here, man. Strike one. AJ Ewing, man. Unbelievable, man. Tanya's up right now. Here it is, folks. 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Unbelievable. I'm still angry about him dropping that baseball, AJ Ewing. Still very angry because we heard from David Stearns, run prevention. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. 2-1. You can't walk Tanya and let the lead run get on base. The absolute worst case scenario, this game needs to go to extra innings. Worst case scenario. But, oh my gosh, man. 2 balls, 1 strike, folks. Oh my goodness, man. This inning for me, if they score this run, is not on Devin Williams. If they tie it, it's not on Devin Williams. I'm not putting it on him. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Badly. And now I think you got to walk him, man. I think you got to walk this guy. I think you got to walk him. If I'm them, it's 3-1. You're going to give him a pitch to hit? I think you should just walk him now. I know it's putting the winning run on base, but it's 3-1. But they're not going to walk him. They're going to go at him. 3-1. Here it is. Swing and a miss. So, shut me up right there. 3-2. Look, you don't want to face James Wood in this game. I think that's why they don't walk him. Because you got to get this guy out. You got to get him out. James Wood is 2 batters away. This is the 8th hitter. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Strike 3. Wow. Devin Williams. That's a big strikeout right there, man. 2 away. 1 more. Folks, look. I'm not going to look at the comment section because if people are ruining it, I'm not going to look because I need to look at this and see it. But Mets got 2 outs, runner at third base. Inning, game should be over, but AJ Ewing dropped the ball. And I'm sorry. I'm going to, if the Mets give up the run now, I'm putting it on AJ Ewing. I can't put it on Devin Williams, personally. Ruiz, he's 2 for 3 in this game, 2 singles. And that's all they need. They need a single. First pitch here. Here it is. Grounded. Simeon feels it cleanly. And the ball game is over. Mets win the game, man. Let's go, man. Devin Williams picks up his teammate. And the New York Mets split the series 2-2. Let's go, Mets, man. Let's go, man. Let's do it, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Billy, Mets won. Let's go. Man, look, people gotta stop ruining the games. So all jokes aside, like, come on, like, I know it's good news, but come on now. Good game, Dan. Dan is here. Worst case scenario, it's a sack fly. Big job by Devin Williams. We're gonna win this. Let's go, Mets. I got money on the Mets. Need the under from beep. I agree. Go after him. Mets win. The commentary is great, my guy. Got my follow. Ando, I really, really appreciate the support. This gave me heartburn. Damn, let's go. Wanda Man, let's go. Jay, New York Mets fan. Damn, whoo, damn, Sean. Sean, look, this is probably the most frustrated for you because the Mets won. And I know you had the Soto, but you could blame 3 hitters, bases loaded, no outs for that. You could blame them for that. Merci, mon Dieu, vous êtes béni, so Ramirez, que Dieu vous bénisse. That's a little French there. Devin Williams, take the split. I'm telling you. ROTs, I appreciate the follow. Williams is him for that. Jay Studs, appreciate more. Watching the Mets, giving Met fans gray hair. Look, the Mets took my hair away. Let's go, Mets. What a big win. Look, Devin Williams. Look, he's been a lot better for us. He's been a lot better for us. We're talking about leadoff era, runner at second base, no outs. We're talking about a runner at third base, 1 out. Strikeout, weak ground ball, Mets winning. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Way to go, Devin Williams, man. Way to go, Devin Williams. Ram Jam, I'm at the Dollar General. Dollar General. Shout out there to Ram Jam. You staying live or you coming back later? So, look, Jay Studs. All right, look. So, Ramirez, vamos, vamos, vamos. Look, folks, all right, look. I'm going to be live for another 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to do my reaction for this game. I want to react to this game. I want you all to bear with me if you want to see my reaction for this game. But, look, I want to react to the game, and then I will get off of the live stream. I'm going to do the Blue Jays and Yankees game for 30 to 45 minutes, something like that. And then I'm going to transition to the New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, game 2 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, the playoffs. Look, I believe the Knicks are going to the playoffs, the finals, versus the Spurs. And I hope we can see that. Jay Studs, appreciate you sending the lives. Look, folks, all right, what's my reaction for this game? And look, quickly, let me give a rest in peace to Kyle Busch from NASCAR. Kyle Busch passed away. Rest in peace to him, without a doubt. That is something really, really tough right there. So, rest in peace to Kyle Busch. All right, folks, look. All right, look. First off, the Mets get the split. They split in this series. Mets easily could have won 3 games. I was very disappointed in Nolan McLean in the second game. Mets gave him a 5-run lead, and voila, he just gave up the 5-run lead. Now, it was the inside the park grand slam, which you almost never see. But Morabito, he should have caught that, in my opinion. But whatever. Look, the Mets lost yesterday, and they rebound today, winning a 2-1 game. Look, there's a few things. The first person I'm going to shout out, who I was very disappointed, was David Peterson. David Peterson started off this game getting the first 2 outs of the game. 2 outs on 4 pitches. And then he proceeds to throw 24 pitches in the 24 more pitches in the first inning. How did that happen? He walked 3 batters back to back to back. And I'm like Spencer James from All American. I'm angry. I'm angry. That's how I felt. But nonetheless, we got out of it. He got out of it. And he went on to pitch a pretty good game. He wasn't great. He wasn't phenomenal. But he gave up 1 run, 4 hits, only those 3 walks from the first inning. That means that he went the second, third, fourth, and the fifth. Got into a little bit of trouble, but he was able to minimize the damage. Now, he's the first MVP of the game. Second MVP of the game, I'm going to have to go with Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette, this series, his bat has definitely woken up. Having some clutch hits, some base hits. In the Yankee series, he got that base hit before the Tyrone Taylor home run. 2 home runs in the game where Nolan McClain got the 5-run lead. Bo Bichette had the only RBIs of the day for the Mets, a 2 RBI single. So he is the MVP, the second MVP of this game. And then from there, the third MVP, I am going to go with the New York Mets bullpen. David Peterson went 5 innings, but the Mets bullpen went 4 innings. They gave up no hits and just 1 walk. And if I'm not mistaken, that inning, it was a reach on an error by, did they call it a hit? I don't think, yeah, they didn't call it a hit. No, they counted that a hit with AJ Ewing. So they gave up just 1 hit for Devin Williams, which for me was an error. But the third MVP is the bullpen. 4 innings, Brazaban 1 inning, clean, 9 pitches. Brooks Raley, 1 inning, 2 Ks, 14 pitches. Luke Weaver gave up a walk, but he walked Abrams. 1 inning, no runs, no hits, 17 pitches. Devin Williams gave up a hit, but I was disappointed with AJ Ewing. He got to catch that ball. But a runner at second base, no outs. Got the ground ball, but the runner advanced to third. Third base, a runner, and a 1 out. Got a strikeout, got weak contact. Devin Williams gets out of it. And look, I always say this, and I'm going to keep saying this. Met fans, we got to stick together. On this channel, we live stream many different things, but we live stream also majority of the New York Mets. New York sports in general, but other games in general. Look, those are the 3 MVPs of the game. First MVP, I'm going to give it to Peterson. He kept us in the game. He gave us a chance. Second after that, Bo Bichette. And then the third, I'm going to go with the bullpen. Mets win this game 2-1. And look, what's my reaction? I wanted them to win the series 3-1 or sweep, but the Nationals are playing good baseball. And it's amazing. The Nationals are 10-16 at home. They're actually bad at home right now. But on the road, they're over 500. But the Nationals are playing good baseball. They're not a walk. You're not going to walk over them. They're playing good baseball. Now, the Mets came into a tough team to play, and they split. Now, for me, what is the goal that I'm looking for tomorrow and in this weekend? Take the series. Take 2 out of 3 from the Marlins. They're not going to face Sandy Alcantara. Take the series. Let me give you even some pitching matchups in that game, because that's my reaction for this game. I don't think I have anything else to react to, because you saw it. Devin Williams got into the trouble because of AJ Ewing, but he got out of it. That's the reaction. And, oh, my bad. Mets. 9th inning. Bases loaded. No outs. Melendez strikeout. Luis Torrens, you put the bat on the ball, but you didn't get the job done. Bench, you hit the ball well, but you did swing at a ball. You swung at ball 4. And any other day, that was a grand slam. But, you know, I'm a little disappointed with that. Bases loaded not. So that's my last reaction in that game. But nonetheless, the New York Mets get the series split. Through their first 50 games, they're 22-28. And look, now let's hope through the next 50 games, they can be 30-20. You know, 29-21. Getting themselves. The goal for the Mets, get back to 500, and they're going to be making it out. Let's go, Mets. Tomorrow, look, the pitching probables. We got Freddie Peralta versus, is his name Yuri Perez for the Marlins. That's game 1. Freddie Peralta versus him, game 1. Look, Peralta, I need to see something from you tomorrow. I need to see something from Freddie Peralta tomorrow. All jokes aside. Second game of the series, we got Christian Scott versus Myers. And then the third game. Now, they were talking about pitching Jonah Tong, which is a possibility for the third game. And the third game is a 140 game. But, oh, no, they have Nolan McLean pitching. At least right now they do. But it's a possibility. They've spoken. Maybe Nolan McLean, maybe Jonah Tong will get a start. But we are going to see. Look, if you're on YouTube, shout out to Fulano for sending the heart. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Help this channel grow. Very soon, my plan is in the month of June, we're going to be doing our first giveaway. And what's the key to the giveaway? It's the channel growing. It's the budget growing. As we get a budget, I want to have a producer. Everything that you see me doing here, I'm doing it by myself. I do the scoreboard, the graphics, everything is manually done by me. As I grow, as I work, we're going to have ourselves a producer. We're going to hire a producer. We're going to have, the experience is going to be amazing. I'm excited for it. We're going to be, guys, I want to be doing live streams in amazing places. You guys, you got to stay with me. I'm telling you, you guys got to stay because it's going to be amazing. So like, share, subscribe. YouTube, we got people now. Spread this to Met fans. And now, that was my reaction for the game. Let's go to some comments. Williams is him for that. I dope. Watching the Mets giving Met fans gray hairs, bruh. So yeah, Jay Studs, I will be back. I'm gonna get off and eat dinner. Gotta eat some dinner, but I will be back for the Blue Jays and Yankees game for about an hour, and then Knicks and Cavs, game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go, man. Yo, that's 10 straight. Oh, wait, hold on. Silent. No. Lechan. Wait, you really think we're gonna get a wild card? I do think so. Fulano, let's go. Lechan, I'm angry. So you were going for the Nats. Michael Harris, home run. What team is he playing for? The Braves, right? Peralta, either make or break for the Mets win tomorrow. I'm telling you, he needs to step up. Yo, that's 10 straight scoreless innings for appearances for Devin Williams. Hey, you got to give him love for that. We got Mia. Shout out to the Mets. I watched you live for 200 minutes. Shout out to Mia for the support. I'm watching the black background flip too. What do you mean by that, Jay Studs? Shout out to Mia for the support. Hey, we got a Met fan with Mia. Look, I appreciate all of you for the support. Look, I got to go have me some dinner right now, though, folks. I got to go have dinner. It is, all right, let me see here. It is right now 6:53 Eastern time. The Yankee game is going to start in about, I like when your background flips to basketball. I feel you. It's going to happen in TikTok again. Right now, because I'm going to get off, I'm going to be back. But, look, Yankee game starts 7:10. Maybe I'm going to be 10 minutes or so late for that. But the plan is from like 7:20 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be from the Yankee game and Blue Jay game. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to just transfer from there to the Knicks and Cavaliers game. Let's go, man. The New York Mets get themselves a big win. 2-2. We're up to 1,210 followers on TikTok. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate Maya for sending the heart. Fulano also sending the heart. Biting Wolf is here. What's going on, Biting Wolf? Ade, Alice, Manny the Barber, Carrie Downs, Bruce is here. Joseph, Jared. Hey, Joseph, I'm going to be doing the Yankee game for a little bit, so hopefully you can be here. Ram Jam, come on, Ram Jam. No, let's not hate. Look, for all of the people that are with me on YouTube right now, I will be back doing the Mets game. The Yankees, Blue Jays, and then the Knicks and Cavs. Shout out to all of you. Thank you all so much for the support. Like, share, subscribe. Help the channel grow. I'll be back with you very, very soon. Ash, appreciate the follow. Why Ash also sent a rose. Really, really appreciate you, Ash. Why this team have no game plan with men on base? I don't know, Biden Wolf, but look, Mets win. I don't want to worry about the bad right now. Mets win. Look, folks, I'll see you all in a few minutes. Let's go. Ash, damn. I keep getting comments in the last minute. Damn, needed my Nash to win. Ash, look. Let's go Mets, man. Braves, look, I think the Marlins will come back and win, but the Braves are off to a good start. Take care, everybody. If you need to talk more or anything, send me a DM.